internet.
Okay, so I'll restart the stream, and then I'm going to just, once everything's good, we'll start. Okay, that's that. Just verify this is good. Cool.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Clickety clack.
Alright. Does anyone else need to do anything else, or should I start?
I'm logging in as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah. Gotta get log into your Beyond account.
Collections.
There we go. Ready to go.
Okay. Here we go. Clicking on that one.
Oh, my owl is so small, I didn't see him until I zoomed in.
Yeah, so... Yeah, the map you're on right now is kind of big, so don't worry. It's just a test map to show so you guys just want to try something and make sure the combat works fine. That's all. But that won't be the map we're actually in for now, at least.
Ooh, but yeah, some giant mushrooms. They look like giant mushrooms.
Yeah, well, they actually are giant mushrooms, but yeah. But yeah, some maps you might have to like zoom in a bit because they don't fit the right size or something. That's partially my fault because I can resize them, but in this case, because it's a test map, I didn't bother. The map should be fine, but we'll see.
I'm excited. There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna put you guys on a blank map temporarily. Or nope, I didn't because you can't do that apparently.
Nope, just reset it.
All right, never mind.
Try clearing out the tokens first. Maybe that'll help.
Nah, it won't be that. It's fine though. All right. Okay, let's just start. I guess. Well, assuming you're still. Are you in? James?
I'm here. I'm all set.
Right, unless everyone's okay. Cool. We'll start then. Okay, let's see. So I'll put you guys on the right map. Also, do you guys hear something in the background from me? Or do you just hear my voice?
Just your voice.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much just your voice.
There's some water running. That's all. Let's make sure it doesn't bother. Okay, cool. Let's get this set up.
All right. Windows 11 to install on my computer. I told it no. Anyway, sorry.
All right. All right. So, we're just going to start the Feywild campaign right now. So, all of you arrive, as you can see, in a clearing surrounded by a mix of vibrant pink trees and verdant flora like grass and shrubs. This place exudes a sense of vitality everywhere. When you look around, like the vivid colors along with bright lights make it seem almost dreamlike in its beauty. But somehow you know this is no fantasy. For the two of you, Ekrest and Krivdar, your memory seemed to come short on the last event that happened before this very moment. You were in Barovia in a plane called the Shadowfell. You recall entering a portal for some reason before you entered here together. For Risk and Gordon, your last recollection was of chasing creatures until you accidentally entered into the right or wrong place, depending on how you view it. And you were teleported here. Risk, as a bounty hunter, you had a job to do. When you were hunting your target, it was a changeling named Amir. They escaped into an ancient tree. Gordon, you were looking in for ingredients when you saw a rabbit that went into a bush. As you went to the source, you were startled by a sudden noise, falling into a hole you didn't see. So...
Damn that white rabbit.
Yep, so was the trap. Now, as you guys all wake up, you see each other. Can you describe what the others see when they look upon you?
For me, they see a 3-foot tall kobold, red-skinned, kind of wearing a almost old Western gunslinger outfit with a top hat, and 2 holsters on the side with like what looks like wooden pop guns, but they have like runic symbols, kind of etched into them.
Nice. All
right. For me, you just see a human, approximately 40 years old, a little bit of gray in the hair, sort of short hair. Kind of looks like me. Easier. Basic clothes, a simple robe, daggers on the right and left side of his belt, Nothing too fancy, just pretty boring guy. And on his shoulder is a small, for flavor, we'll say it's a white owl.
Okay.
For me, you see a small humanoid. For those that are familiar, you'd recognize him as a halfling. He's got kind of spiked up yellowish white hair. Stands somewhere in the neighborhood of about 3 tall. He's got what looks like a chef's outfit, but ladled with so many spiky metallic awards and second and first place ribbons that it seems very out of place for adventuring gear. He's also got a large ornate pot lid that's got a strap attached to it that you can effectively use as a shield, and a ladle is secured where people would normally keep a sword.
Okay.
Nice. I'm Kribdar, and when you see me, you're not going to see much of my face. It's pretty much covered with, I don't know, like a hat maybe, or maybe some sort of like a schmog in a way, where you just see my eyes. I'm a half elf, half was it? No, I'm a half elf.
Very.
Hey, yes, thank you. I would remember it. Sure, you would. Okay, great.
Well, to be fair, it's okay, because I don't think they would tell anyways, because with all the
yes,
structures they have on your body.
That's what I know. That's for sure.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a blood hunter. I guess I would say that I'm average height type of person.
Sure.
And now I need to perform CPR to rescue Ken. I'm just kidding. But yes, I'm the guy. I'm the most honest, most trustworthy character in the whole entire group. If you need directions, I'll give them to you. If you want some money, I'll also give that to you. I'll put them right in your pocket. That's just how nice I am.
He speaks 17 languages badly, too.
Yes, exactly. And if you're not familiar with the term sarcasm, then that's great.
Yeah, I was going to say sprinkles. I have to ask you to roll a deception check. In real life.
Yeah. Insight check on Jimmy.
All right. And I guess it's everyone, yeah. It's all 12 of you. Okay, cool. So yeah, so you guys all wake up and you see each other and you're like, okay, you don't know why you're all here. You don't know what's going on. You just wake up and you're just in a completely different place that you're used to. Like I said, two of you were going into a chase a target and you ended up going through a portal, essentially, it appears. And the other two of you, you went to sleep in an inn. You were in Barovia, but now you ended up here. You're you don't know why. What's going on, So the situation is going to be this. As you wake up, you guys see each other, and you can talk amongst each other and see what you want to do initially.
Got it.
So yeah, just like I said, you wake up and this is what you see. You're just this beautiful forest with 4 people, 2 of you which you don't know at all, at least 2.
Yeah.
So, did any of you folks happen to see a large white rabbit go by? I was looking to catch it to add to my collection, but it seems to have managed to escape me.
I think it went that way, further over there,
I
by
swear
this
I
bush.
heard an airplane.
You're 2 seconds in, Jimmy. You already lied.
Gorin will take a look in that particular direction, but he's not turning his back on any of these schmucks.
Yeah, I already got one of my pop guns just drawn, just pointing at everybody.
I'll say he's just kidding. We have no idea where this rabbit went.
Well, damn. So, do any of you know where we are?
Oh, this
Some
was
sort of
not where
fairy
I went to
place.
sleep. Up and here we are.
Can I roll to see if we recognize where the hell we are?
Yeah. If you have, especially if you have, do you have any of you before seeing the Feywild? Have you ever been to any part of the Feywild before? If so, then you can roll with advantage.
I would say no for me.
Okay.
No.
Then just roll normally for basically the history would be I guess it'd be history, or survival. In this case, probably survival. What you would know the area, or actually nature. Sorry, nature's better. Yeah, sorry. So roll nature.
Okay.
Nature check?
Yeah, nature or history, whichever you'd like, whichever's better for you.
Well, it's the same either way, so.
Okay, let's see what you get. Okay,
I don't know
I got-
shit.
So Gordon, 6'9", and then Gordon, you actually. There you go, 19. Okay, cool. All right, so
Yeah.
Gordon, so you have a pretty good idea of this place. You probably, I don't know if you've ever been to the Feywild. If not, then you've probably read stories about it And like,
I haven't, but I've gotten some of my ingredients outsourced to me from the Feywild, and so I've got a little bit of a idea of roughly where we are.
okay, so yeah, you can tell by the bright lights and like the intense saturation of color. It's very unusual. Like the Feywild is a place of great beauty and also great danger, and it has like a sense of like heightened emotion, heightened like everything essentially. It feels like it's like a super version of everything else. It's known as like a tinted almost reflection of the prime material plane, which is where most people are from. So it's like take that plane you were at and then take a mirror version of that that's just like brightened and like I said
Yeah, the contrast got put up another 50%.
exactly. So it's definitely noticeable how bright and clear everything is. Like I said, it almost feels dreamlike, but you can tell by touching things it's not. So you see how the sensations of feeling you would normally have: the smells, the scents, the the touch, and of course everything else. So yeah, as you guys are trying to ponder your place, like say Gordon knows, if you want to tell him you can, or if not, you can keep your information to yourself.
Yeah, I'll interject. Gents, you notice how brightly lit every damn thing is in this place? I'm pretty sure, haven't been here myself, but I'm pretty sure we're in the Feywilds.
Yeah, you're already seeing risk as a kobold. It's like I'm just like, keeping my eyes down. It's like everything is so super bright because kobolds are, bad in bright places anyway, and this is worse.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm already like reaching for like putting like goggles on. So like, don't get blinded even more than I already am.
Okay. All right. So as you guys are talking amongst yourselves, you'll see two figures appear.
Actually, just as that was about to happen,
Sure.
I was gonna cast the invisibility.
Okay. Sure. Go for it.
I'm gonna wave at the people. Hey.
I've still got my pop gun just out and ready.
Okay. All right. So you cast the invisibility.
Invisibility, yes.
All right. Cool. All right.
So I can see invisible creatures and into the ethereal plane if anything ethereal is.
All right. Cool. If you can you send a game log? Just so
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
trying
see
to figure
it
out how to do that.
more easily. Because yeah, if you click on the spell, like not now where it says cast, but on the spell itself, there should be an option to send to game log.
Like when you get in the details of the spell, you should see an option that'll say game log at the top.
You would think it would be easy to see.
You would think so, yeah. A lot of times, some things
Yep.
seem like they should be simple, but sometimes they're not. This,
Yeah, so left click on the spell, it'll pop up in the little chat tab on your right, and then at the top left of the chat tab is send a game log.
That's what I'm having a hard time finding.
okay.
I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to figure out the range and everything myself.
The range.
How
See
I think it's just my,
invisibility is
I think
probably
it's just my
60
my
feet.
normal
Yeah.
my normal vision probably. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For now, we'll just go with that. So you hop your invisibility. You'll scan around the area. You don't see anything initially. There's there's nothing around the area you can tell so far. Nothing seems to be different. So there's nothing apparently visible in the area. At least until two people appear. Like, kind of walking toward you guys. They come from like the around the westish area, we'll say. So they came here, and you see two figures in like all gray, walking towards you guys.
Do the rest of us see this, or just him?
all of you? So there's another invisible.
Yeah,
So I guess walk over to you guys.
And I like try to like see like what do they look like.
So what they look like to you is like they stand out so much from the environment. They're wearing all gray, top to bottom, like robes essentially with veils, like everything. The only thing to see essentially of their face essentially is their eyes, which are also gray. So it's just they're different tints for the most part. Like their robes are more like on the dark gray side, people their boots, and then their eyes are like a lightish gray, like kind of a blue gray.
Oh
Almost
my
like
god, the Jehovah's Witnesses came to the Feywild too.
Not those bastards. They're always going on.
They just want to talk. So yeah, you see figures approach all you guys, and not in a threatening manner. They just come walking, slowly, in a very measured pace, not rushing at you guys or anything. So they're just like coming slowly. So they talk to you in unison. They talk at the same time. They say, "Greetings, travelers. You all look well."
Thank you. I like the gray. It's really working for you.
Thank you. Our master has great fashion choices.
I would say so.
But we only expect to see 2 of you. However, there are 4. How interesting. Well, anyways, our names are Null and Dull. We have a proposition for you if you're interested.
What is it?
Well, there's an epic multiplanar tournament we'd like you to join as our challengers. You see, there's like this tournament. There will be essentially be champions from 8 different planes, elemental planes, and the winner of the tournament will get a great prize. If you can
All right.
defeat all your opponents in this tournament, you will get a great prize from defeating the tournament, and you will get a specific reward from us as our champions.
What exactly is this great prize?
Well, let's just say it's a wish. Like,
And what exactly are the risks in this tournament?
oh, not that much. Basically, the tournament fights themselves are not lethal, so you don't have to worry about dying. However, they can be quite difficult. I'd say you want to be careful with in the areas themselves, because while you're in these 8 different planes, they're not known for their safety, and then like each elemental plane is a dangerous place for travelers, especially those not native to these areas. However, we can give you an item that will allow you to survive there as if you were a native. So, like for example, if you were in the fire plane, it'll give you immunity to fire. In the water plane, it'll give you immunity from drowning, and so on.
If I may,
Yes.
I would like to use marvelous pigments,
Okay.
Hmm.
Sure.
and I would like to go over to them and draw a mustache on their face.
You're just gonna draw on them while they're talking to you.
Yes, why
Okay.
not?
Okay. Walk over there. They don't. They,
I
they,
just
they,
kind
they
of
don't seem to be
I'm
threatened
gonna
by
walk
your
over there.
by your paintbrush. So.
I
Not like anything will happen. It's just you're literally painting a mustache on there. It's not actually going to become a real mustache.
Well, actually,
No, I just want to do that.
okay. Sure. Go for it. What
You have to
color
be
is
like
your
on a
mustache?
flat surface for something to actually appear.
Yeah.
So,
So I'd like to please
Well,
describe this mustache. How colorful? What color is it? What's the shape? How bushy is it? You know, like
I'm going to make it a rainbow mustache
nice.
just to give them a little bit more color.
Sure.
You know,
Sure, it's
I'm
fair.
like you guys. I know I complimented you before about how great you look in gray, but I just think a little bit more color would suit you both. And wouldn't you agree? And if they don't agree, I'm still gonna do it.
Well,
God.
they shrug and like look at each other confused. Like right now, they came out pretty confidently, talking to you guys like as if they have everything in control. Now they're confused. Like what's going on here?
yeah,
they don't know how to
while
respond
this is
to this.
happening, while this is happening, I'm looking at the wizards like, that guy's with you?
actually, I was letting him talk, but as soon as he started walking forward, I would have kind of leaned over as an aside to you guys and been like, "This is just something he does."
Okay.
Gordon's
we
going
have
to
a
keep
meat
an
shield.
Sure.
Gordon's going to keep an eye on the 2 presumably fey creatures and see if there's some sort of distortion when Sparkles is coming up to paint on them. See if maybe there's like some sort of illusion magic going on.
Sure. As far as I can
Just
tell,
basically
there's
size
nothing
them up
going
for threat level, basically.
Sure.
Myself.
on. First of all, you can't see anything, but if you want, make a check for investigation. Actually, in this case, perception, because you're too far away to really check on them.
I also want to kind of
Okay.
scan the 360 around with my see invisibility to
Sure.
see if there's
that's
anyone
nice.
else there.
And
Okay.
DM, even though I'm wearing goggles to kind of help with like the glaring, light of the Feywild, am I still with disadvantage?
For
With the
now,
goggles on?
yes. For now, you're disadvantaged until you
Okay.
get better goggles.
Okay.
But like you can still see. It's just hard.
Okay.
It's not so light. It's not so light that it's blinding you constantly. But it's definitely hindering your view. Especially this
double
distance. If you get close to
13,
them, you get
so-
close to them, basically you'd be a normal check. But yeah.
But
All right, 19.
19.
That's
double,
good though. Good.
Double 13.
Yeah. So yeah, you look at them, and there's nothing illusory about them. They seem completely corporeal. Like they seem that they're tangible. If you guys, when Jimmy touches them or tries to touch them, they seem like he feels like he's able to touch them. Essentially, their skin as he,
Yeah.
or as their body at least as he treads strong on them, as if he's a child.
But most of them just like, if these appear threatening or potentially hostile, especially when one random person we just met decides to go walking up and paint on their face.
They don't seem so. They seem fine. They're
They're cool
confused.
with it. Yeah.
They're very confused right now. You can tell that definitely. You definitely tell by their stance. They've shifted from being like very confident and like in control to being like just like shrugging their shoulders and looking at each other like, what the hell is this shit? I don't know. but they don't seem hostile or anything. They don't seem angry. They don't seem provoked or anything. They're just a little confused, and it's just it's pretty interesting given their circumstances, given they're coming to you with a proposition from like seems to be a powerful creature, but yeah, they seem fine. So yeah, they just allow you to draw. You get So after you draw for a bit, you get they have one of them has in this case Null. He's the one you went to the left has a rainbow mustache, and that's the only difference you could tell from the two, besides the fact that besides their actual places in the area. So yeah, so now you can tell apart. One will have a mustache, one won't.
Voila.
He looks
It's a
at you.
masterpiece.
He looks at you, but he's like, again, look at each other one more time. Like, thank you for that. I guess I don't know
You're
how
welcome.
to properly appreciate this, but I guess I'm here.
You can appreciate by tipping the artist who provided you with this fabulous mustache.
That's always
They pull out Noel pulls out the one left, pulls out 5 gold coins and gives it to you. Like, here,
Thank
Nice.
you.
you may have this
It's
for
the
your.
it's the equivalent of the homeless guy squeegeeing your window and like asking for money.
Sounds a lot like
Basically.
like
Only it's with dirty water. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so but for now they've offered you a proposition for a tournament. So yeah, what they tell you also is that beyond that is like, this tournament is like, this tournament will begin. Not will begin, but for you it will begin near here. He says there's a city nearby. It is named the Delight of Dawn. In this plane of light, and if you go there, you can start your quest there.
Who do we speak to when we approach this city?
You'll figure that part out yourself. So we can't guide you too much. We don't want to help interfere. As part of our sense of neutrality, we don't want to be helping too much. It's considered, a bit gosh to like be helping our champions too much. But I think you'll be fine getting there. I don't believe you'll have any issues finding the spot. We'll point you in a general direction though. If you go southwest, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Is that
Nice.
good enough for you?
Are there any particular customs we should know when approaching the residents of the city? Perhaps not drawing directly on their faces, for example?
Great custom. I'm just
I
saying.
can't tell you that. We have not actually visited the city. We don't. Again, we don't wish to interfere with these places. We have our own place. It's called Sigil. This is where we are from. The city of doors, a place of portals to every single plane you might imagine. So
Do you
I'm
have
going
a
to
business
insight
card?
check the hell out of that.
okay.
Well, it's not. But I'm just basically kind of like whispering quietly to to Eker. It's like, on to information these people are, aren't they? It's
Little
just
bit
enough
too
for him
helpful, if you
to hear,
ask
but
me.
not for our
Yeah.
hosts.
Yeah. Do you have a business card we can have just in case we need to call you about any concerns? or anything like that?
Contact number, business hours.
Yeah.
The other one, Dull, pulls out 4 cards, and kind of throws up in the air, and then they fly up to the air and circle up, and then one falls to each of you slowly. The one is falling into your hands, and then on the
Thank
business
you.
card it says, Null and Dull, proprietors of the. Sorry, it's not right. We'll say Null and Dull for now. They're not going to give you more information than that. If you
Oh, okay.
please press
It's very
this button
simple
to contact if
business
needed.
Like that. Yeah.
So
That's hard
basically,
to say. We'll just call you guys NND.
sure.
NND.
I got a 19 for my insight check.
Yeah. So basically, as you check them, they seem completely honest. There's no deception involved. They seem pretty fair, like honestly in general. However, saying that, despite the sense of honesty you get from them, there's something off. Like you definitely know they're not telling you the full truth, as you can tell. They just but it might be for a number of reasons. It could be because they're trying to deceive you a bit, lie omission, or they just might feel like you don't need that information. So things are like on a need to know basis. So you can't really tell how what that sense of being off is from, but you know something is off. That's all I can tell.
Gordon will whisper to the rest of the group that's over near him. They're Fey. Take everything they say with a pound of salt and don't sign any contracts.
So, we'd like you to sign this contract.
We'll hold on to it for now. We want to check out the place first ourselves, make sure everything's to our liking.
Contact attorneys, accountants,
Well, to be fair,
general bureaucracy.
well, just so you know, the contract is not an actual contract. What will happen essentially is you will give us your hands, and we will touch them, binding you to the tournament to start the fights. If you wish to start a little later, we can contact us again, and we will appear if necessary to bind you to the tournament. But please don't take too long. We do have other people to talk to as well. But I understand your hesitation given your circumstances. I know a couple of you got here under more unfortunate circumstances. He looks at Chris and Krivdar.
Yes. I'm gonna put my hand out to him so that he could touch it, but I want to do like a psych. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, as
okay.
he goes to
So
touch it,
The
we'll
quick
look at it.
withdraw, yeah.
So they have no sense of humor. So they put their hand out just to get to reach give your hand, and then you just pull it back.
Yes. Psych.
They're like, but that's not how handshakes work. Is this person to understand greetings?
No, he does not.
Like,
No, they'll look
I
at each other
literally
like,
just met him 2 seconds ago, so I have no idea.
no, they'll look at each other again, and then they say in unison again. And we thought we were weird. Very well. If you wish to,
Let that be a lesson to you. There's always somebody weird.
yes,
Yeah.
they nod. They're like,
Hmm.
very well. If you wish to go, it won't hold you any longer. Please please touch your card if you wish to contact us, and we will try to arrive at our earliest convenience. Thank you, and have a nice
Thank
day. So, they disappear. Unless you have something last to say to them before they leave.
Not in particular.
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
Cool. So they're gone. They just disappear. You don't have any other questions for them, so they're gone. All right, nice. So
I would just say as soon as they're gone, I'd be like, as soon as I get a chance, and I know I can get away with it, I'm going to shoot them in the face.
damn, so hostile. They're offering you a quest. You're just like, you want to kill them, man.
No, not kill them.
Oh, sorry,
I
shoot in
wanna
the face.
shoot them
Sorry,
in the face.
it's a friendly shot in the face. I apologize. That's how you greet people.
Friendly fire.
Literally friendly fire.
Gordon's going to use his silent speech to psychically communicate with him and tell him, I'll tell you when it's the best time for it. Just wait for my signal.
Wow, you guys are so trusting each other. You don't even met each other. You don't know each other half. You're already making plans. You're like you're trying to help each other.
That's good.
That's good.
On that note,
In my line of
yeah,
work as a
just like-
bounty hunter, I often team up with people I've never met before on a mission for somebody. So it's like you get along with people quickly.
All right, cool. That's good. All right, so where do you wish to go?
I'll just say to everyone, like, I know this gentleman Krivdar seems a little bit different to you guys, but I at least know him. Like, maybe we should try to figure out who each other is and how we got here. We supposed to be working together? What's going on, guys?
I would privy the fact that we should be working together because we all woke up together. Now, if you didn't know me before, I'm Krivdar, and so even though my skills are unorthodox, I'm very helpful when called upon. I am a blood hunter,
This is
and
true.
I am also half Fey, so I can smell them, and I know when they're playing trickery. So I like to play trickery as well.
Well, clearly you're the type of person to call upon if we need to have somebody go into a room first.
Exactly.
Yes. As a GM, please send Reptile, I guess, to talk to everyone.
Well, the one thing I know I can trust in the Feywild is never trust any full-blood Fey. So let's check to the southwest, but be ready to go any other direction to find the city.
That
Okay.
sounds like a plan. By the way, did I see anything with my see invisibility scan? It lasts for an hour.
Yeah, still
and
nothing,
my
but,
normal
but I'll-
vision range.
but-
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if something pops up though.
Okay.
It's a good thing I'm
Okay.
only half Fey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, it's not. He's not looking for invisible. He's not looking for Fey. He's looking for anything invisible. So it could be Fey. It could be other
Right.
stuff too. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
This
So you guys,
Feywild, people like to be sneaky
sure.
for just
Yep.
So you guys should both
for
move your
general
characters, right?
fuckery.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
move my
Where are we
token a little
going?
bit.
Southwest? Sure.
Yep.
Right.
Up with the group.
Okay. So I'm going to assume you guys are going southwest. So I'm going to say basically as you reach, let's say over here. I'll move you guys. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Boom.
Move over there.
Yeah.
Are we moving that far down?
Yeah. So also understand you're moving that pretty far down. Yeah. So let's say if you move here a little farther, you hear a yell from the forest coming from the southwest. This creature
Knew
comes
we
out.
should have trusted those Fae.
So you see a creature first. First you hear a yowl, then you hear like a roar, essentially like a grunt almost. Like
Mhm.
the yowl appears to be coming out of this bush from the southwest is a cat creature, very odd. It's got like a it looks almost like a domestic cat, but like with a longer tail, and it's with a golden fur, and then around the paws and around the essentially is like platinum color essentially. So it's like you think of it as like a golden like lioness looking like cat sized creature with whitish paws, and then it has a mane around its neck, not like a normal lion mane where it's directly over, but it's like a little bit more like around the neck area instead of the head. And but this mane is also like in that silverish black color. It sees it limping out of the bush, and as it limps out of there, you hear the roar again, and a creature appears. This one's a giant creature.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, not
well, I'm definitely shooting those two in the face.
okay. Both okay. All right. Well, initially we'll say first you hear the roar, and you see the troll is basically chasing the creatures, you know. So and you hear kind of grunting and like in very like rough, like common, or almost like not rough common, rough giant, like just like they won't speak your language in general, but like it's gonna just be grunting like the creature like get over here. That's basically it. You don't much else. And then yeah, it's gonna chase the creature. So we're gonna start the initiative. If you guys want to act in this, or else you want to do something else.
If I have time, I'll just do bonus action to do Shillelagh on my ladle.
If
Sorry, did
I'm
you say
allowed,
ladle?
can I?
Yep, that's my
Okay.
weapon of choice.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the initiative.
If allowed, I would like to use my
Okay.
action if it's like a free act, like just almost like a free round or something like that, just to bring out my second gun,
Sure.
activate it.
Sure.
So I'll just show them what that is. So it's clear to everybody.
Okay, can someone again tell me how I get this when I click on something to go to the game log? Not finding it on my screen.
So when you click on like a spell or an item or something like that, you should see like the item description and all that.
Okay.
You got that?
HR. Okay, so now it's in sort of my personal game.
Your personal game.
It shows up on my screen in the game.
Yeah, so it'll show up on the bit under your character sheet, and then when you left click on it, it should show up to the right under the chat area where we've been rolling. And then at the top left of that is the thing that says send to game log, and that's where you click it.
Be like right above the name of the spell or item.
Do not see the word send to game log.
Okay. Well, why don't you just share your screen temporarily?
I'm gonna
I'll
Just
roll
gonna,
initiative since we're doing that.
well, I'm casting mage armor, so my armor class becomes 13, and then my dex bonus.
Okay, got it. All right. So what's gonna happen is so yeah, you guys pull your stuff out. We start combat. So I'm gonna roll initiative, and we're gonna just get into it. So
All right, let me toss in my initiative.
okay.
Oh,
You get it?
wow.
All right. So what's gonna happen is the creature's gonna in the first turn, it's gonna be first person is Icarus. So Icarus, what are you gonna do? You see a giant troll, like 8 feet tall, and exuding a sense of like chill in the air essentially. So you feel like it's like bluish gray, and as it's walking, essentially the shrubbery around the foliage is kind of like being like frosted essentially. and
Okay.
it's walking over to the to the injured
Chasing the cat thing.
cat thing. Yeah.
Cat thing.
Mhm.
Okay. I am probably going to cast Firebolt.
Oh, okay.
Comes to the feet. Gonna move over maybe about like here. Cast that on troll creature. Oops, wrong button. I hit dagger. 10 to hit.
Does I hit?
And I don't really have anything for bonus action.
Yeah, wizards don't know how much. Unfortunately, it sucks. Oh,
We're all reaction.
okay, that's fine. All right, so we'll skip next turn. Are you done your turn, or are you need to move?
Yeah, that's it. I
Okay.
already moved over.
All right,
That's
cool.
it.
Next is risk. What do you got to risk?
All right, first I'm going to move about 30 feet away, just to get as much distance as I can. So I also have a clear shot, and I'm going to first use Firebolt. 19 to hit.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So, whereas the first firebolt kind of flew by, the ice troll just kind of, I guess, was able to have trouble hitting from that range, I guess. The second one, this one from Risk, seems to strike true. It hits directly into its fur. Seems sitting at fire. I think a bit on fire. Not really actually on fire, like burning, but like you see it singes its hair.
All right.
It's
And
not-
just also let you know, I as an artillerist, I get what's called Arcane Firearm, which basically gets me an extra D8 for
Yep.
artillery spells.
Yeah, so roll that damage as well.
So that's 9 points of fire damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
refresh that page.
then-
Now send a game log exists.
Oh
for me.
yeah,
There you go.
That's why I tapped it for it to me too. Yeah, I forgot about that possibility. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, nice.
And then bonus action, since now I can have my other gun out. So basically, what people are seeing is like, the first one is like just this wooden pop gun with the arcane sigils on it. It's like just lights up and just fires that full. And then the other one, like the other wooden gun, comes out and like actually like has like this magical sheen that just makes it look like a long Winchester rifle, basically, because Eldritch Cannon. So I basically have a magic gun. So
Oh, God. And you guys and your summons, like it's gonna be so many summons this campaign.
Yep.
there's
Alright.
a 12 hit.
No, 12 doesn't hit. So
Damn.
the Kelly cannon
Alright.
shoots out. And it strikes the creature, but it seems to not do damage. Like it's a glancing blow, which just seems to shrug off.
All right, well, that's my turn.
All right. Next, Cribdar. What are you up to?
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move in this general direction if I can. Right there,
Sure.
right behind this little ridge here.
Sure. It's like a
And
stone
then I'm
that's
going-
submerged into the ground. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
barrier.
and so I'm going to take my crossbow, and I'm going to see if I can hit this troll. Can I hit the troll or no? Is he too
Yeah.
far away?
Oh, you can. Yeah, for the range. Crossbows and
Okay,
burrows
so-
have a pretty long range, so you're not that far
Yeah.
away. So you can definitely.
So
hit
yeah,
that.
I'm going to fire my crossbow and try and hit the troll right in the eyes.
Aw. Okay, go for it.
Try. And so I just
Just you know, you can make called shots also. So like basically, if you want to aim for a specific area, you can do a called shot for a specific area. It'll be harder to hit. You'll get like a -2 roll, like -2 or more, depending on how difficult the shot is. But you can get like an extra effect essentially. Like if you hit an eye, you can blind him or something, or like
yeah.
if you wish.
That's what I'm generally going for. If I miss, I miss. I get it.
Sure. But are you going for like a called shot, or are you just going for a regular shot?
I got a 24.
Well,
Natural,
Natural
20 plus
20.
4.
is that 20?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 20. No, yeah. So,
Yeah.
So if you go for a specific area, so you're going right for the eyes, or you want to go for an eye?
I want to go for specifically his left eye.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Then yeah.
Like, and
You-
and if I don't mind saying, I'm going to just be like, I got to say something funny. So, Errol Flynn is my favorite character. And then there we go.
All right. So yeah, so you basically duck behind this buried stone in the ground, use this cover, and you aim perfectly. The creature's pretty large, so it's not a hard hit, but like it's pretty tough. But your aim is perfect, and you hit directly into his left eye. Just arrow flies directly into his eye. Eye immediately bursts, and like starts bleeding everywhere, and it like roars in anger and like pain, and it turns its head from the cat creature straight to you and just bellows in pure anger. So now roll for damage, please. Let's see how much damage you did. Remember you did crit
Oh,
damage.
to do that damage. Here we go. I got 9.
Not
9.
bad, not bad. All right, is that with crit?
Yes, there's
Okay,
a crit.
cool. So you do 9 damage. Strike him in the eyes perfectly. He gets hit. He does not appreciate this, and he's also partially blinded, at least for temporarily. So nice job. So 9 and how much was the other one?
The previous hit was
Risk was 12. Or no, risk was how much damage did you do, risk?
For one, 9 damage for 9 fire.
yeah,
damage.
5 plus 4.
So okay, so that's so 9. So you did 18 damage. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, I would like to clap my hands and point at him.
Okay. Interesting.
There you go. That's it.
This is why I was backing away.
Yes, exactly.
All right, fair enough. All right. Also, just so you guys know, I mentioned this early on. You all have inspiration, so just so you know, you have inspiration if you need to use it for something.
Oh, okay.
Cool,
So
cool.
start with inspiration just to have that ready. Okay, cool. Next turn is going to be the ice troll. So again, the ice troll is pissed, and he does not appreciate being shot in the eye for some reason. I don't know. Just seems like a general rule in life. Don't shoot people in the eyes. And it moves over.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Moves
I'm
here,
chasing cats, you'll lose an eye.
and it reaches over to like try to bite you initially. So it's going to try to bite you. Krivdar. Because
Yes.
you pissed it off. So good job.
Oh, I have, I believe, reactionary things.
Oh, do you? What do you have as a reaction that when it enters your space?
I have to look at it right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking at the spells here. Okay. I saw it just a moment ago, and now I can't find it. But I do have reactionary. That's the thing. It's funny.
Okay. Well, while I figure that out, I'm going to do the attacks.
Oh, here it is. I see it right here. The reactions. I have the blood curse of the eyeless, and it says, when a creature you see within 30 feet of you makes an attack, you can use a reaction to roll a 1d6 and subtract the result from the creature's attack roll.
Oh.
You can choose to use this feature after the creature rolls, but before the DM determines whether the attack is hit or missed. If the creature is immune to this, then never mind.
That's pretty cool, actually. It's like a bane almost, but like you choose.
Yeah.
Cool.
Except it's a reactionary thing instead of a constant effect.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it reaches down to bite you, and it's going to chomp on you. Let's see if it hits you. It rolls 24, so that's pretty high. So unless your AC is close to that, which I really doubt, it's probably going to hit you regardless. So I would.
It's 15,
even,
so yeah.
Even with a -6, that's still like an 18.
Yeah, which is I'm sure. Like, what's your AC normally?
You're
it's
15 by the looks of it.
15.
Okay, so yeah, so it would hit you anyway, so I wouldn't bother. Okay, cool. So yeah, it reaches down to bite you in its rage. As it bites you, some of the blood falls on top of you. So you guys have blood on you. So roll damage here. Air.
Hold on a sec. Since it's partially blinded, shouldn't it have disadvantage on the attack?
Actually, you're correct. Actually, that's correct. You're right. I would have disadvantage. So yeah, good. Thank you for noticing that. I will roll again, and roll like garbage. 16 though. So now, do you wish to use your thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job.
You need to get at least a 2.
Yeah, just don't roll like garbage.
You need me to roll a 2? Okay,
yes, just roll 1d.
Yeah, roll a d6.
D6, yes.
Got it.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll 2 either.
I got a 5.
Or higher.
Nice.
Hey,
Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's good. All right, so yeah, so as it's blinded, it tries to bite at you, but because of the blood getting in its eyes, it seems to think it strikes you, but you barely get out of the way just in the nick of time. Nice.
Haha!
First attack misses, bite misses. Now it's gonna go for the claws though. It's not done yet. So there's 2 claw attacks.
Constantly mocking and taunting. It's like, haha!
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It tried to bite your arm, but you were clapping and it missed.
Exactly.
All right, so there's 2 more claw attacks. He just reaches, slash at you. 17, 11, 17 hits you, I assume.
Yes, 17 does hit
All right,
me.
17 hits you. All right, so the first attack hits you. The right hand is able to hit you, slash you with his claw with the dominant hand. The left hand, not as well coordinated. He misses, and he strikes a stone instead. So he does about let's see, 7 damage to you, plus 9 here. Oh, sorry, plus this. Sorry, there's 2 parts to it. So it is 11 plus 7, so 18 damage to you total.
18 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Ouch.
Also, you take cold damage from this. You have to
On
roll.
top of
Sorry, what's up?
What's that? I'm sorry. I was just minusing the. Oh, that's a big hit. But the cold damage. What do I have to roll for that now?
Just roll DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So roll Constitution saving throw, and then you roll 15 or higher, hopefully.
A saving throw. Okay.
Yes, saving throw.
con save.
A con. Okay. So that's
Yep.
I guess the thing that's just below dexterity.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should
so you
be.
should see like a square that's marked saving throws. Just hit the one that's labeled con.
Okay, because I see a thing that says con, but I don't see a thing that says saving throw. So I'm just going to click on the con part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. It worked. So,
For
yeah.
the saving throw, if you
17.
click on the circle next to it at the top, the top left just under your stats,
Yeah,
that should be your proficiency for it.
Yeah, he got it. Okay, cool.
He hit the
Sweet.
right thing.
All right, cool. So
And you
basically,
have no Constitution modifier to that.
Wow, yeah, but
you
what's your con? Literally 10 or below?
It's
10 or 11.
Oh, wow. 11. Okay, 11. Okay, that's why. Yeah, 11 and below. Sorry.
Mm.
Okay, cool. That's surprising. Okay. All right, so yeah. Basically, it's a claws at you.
Still saves.
It just hit you with one attack, and you're able to save, though. So basically, the claws sink into you, and you feel like a chill, but it doesn't take hold of you, and you're able to, like, deal with it. Like, it's painful, and it's very uncomfortable, but you don't feel like you don't have any other ill effects. So, that's all.
I'm going to shout, you got to buy me dinner first.
I mean, I don't know. Is that how you start a date? You shoot people in the eyes, and then you slash by your date? I don't know. It seems like an odd way to date people.
Some people go on strange dates. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, maybe some people into that, right? You know, who knows? I'm not judging.
Yeah. Don't kink shame.
Yeah, apologize.
Right?
Apologize. All right. So it's done. This turn, but basically, yeah. As you're standing there, guys, you feel the air around you being chilled. Again, the ground around you is chilled. There's like the grass itself is frosted. It's beginning to change colors, like a bluish, like an ugly, like frostbite blue, essentially. So the way. So that's its first turn. Next turn is going to be not that one. It doesn't exist.
Gordon.
Cool. Yep, Gordon. What does Gordon Ramsay do?
So Gordon hears that Tante says, well, if dinner's what you are looking for, I've got just the thing to spice up this kitchen.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast or activate Summon Wildfire Spirit.
Okay, cool. All right, let's put that in the map then. I gotta do you guys, your freaking tokens. Okay, let's see. Put a token on there for you.
So if you could put in the southwest area by the just next to the troll.
Yep, like that. I will make it smaller so it's not gigantic for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
I'm glad I don't force you to make a token for the Eldritch Cannon, because I could have it be a separate thing that walks on its own.
Yeah.
I'm using like the handheld version.
Thank God. Yes, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You get extra inspiration later on. All right, that's fine. So yeah, so it's surrounding it now.
So that's my action. Bonus action, I'm going to give it to the Wildfire Spirit so it can do its attack on its turn.
Sure. Yeah,
And its turn goes immediately after my turn.
yeah, and also as you summon it, it does damage, correct?
He has to roll to save DC 14 Dex, I believe.
Okay, 14 X rolling.
I'm not sure if the blinding would affect a Dex roll for this.
Not really. He'd feel the heat immediately coming from him.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like people anyways. He's so distracted by the blinded eye, being shanked or being shot in the eye, missing most of the one attacks, and the creature spawned behind him as well, which makes it more harder. It's more difficult, and that he just gets. They just his notice of flames coming behind him, even though he hates the fire, and his ass gets shot. It gets singed in bonfire apparently, so his butt hair is apparently on fire. And
Alright,
roll damage, please.
But yeah.
Also, just this happened to you on your turn too. Risk, I forgot to mention it, but because you hit him with fire damage, you notice the paint that it seemed to be super effective on him. So he actually gets double damage.
Max damage!
So
Nice.
look at that. So nice damage. Oh, nice 12 damage. Okay, crap. All right. Well, then he takes 12 damage. So that's painful. Or 24 damage in this
24.
case. Yeah, it's nice. That's really good actually. Damn. Yeah, this creature is not appreciative of your flames you guys are shooting at it. So nice.
Got a little trigger happy with my windows there.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Do you need anything else to turn, or do you want to? Or is it
Not with my turn, but the Wildfire Spirit has some stuff to do.
Cool. Well, he did bonus action, and you did action. What else can it do?
Well, it hasn't done its stuff yet. I gave my bonus action so it could take an action.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
we just resolved the spawning thing. It's
Right, because when it spawned, it did AOE.
Okay, so what does it do? What does it do for its?
I have it move around the corner of the troll.
Okay.
Over here next to the overly daring Bloodseeker, and I'm having it do fiery teleportation. So I'm having it pick him up and move him 15 feet over to the side. So basically about here-ish. So he's no longer in melee with it.
Okay, let me see if I can add this to your. Yeah, I'll add this. Okay, so are you able to move the fire creature? Oh, yes, you're able to move it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I moved it over next to our Bloodseeker, and then I moved it to where I want to teleport.
Okay,
Which
cool.
This
should
is an
be roughly
important
about 15
question.
feet.
Is Krivdar a willing creature?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Well, it's up to you if you don't want to
I
move.
was gonna
you
say,
don't
it's
have
like
to.
you just saw this like fiery thing just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Come up to you and is holding you.
trying to drag you away.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
Not only that, it also looks like a group of people that are like ready to riot. It doesn't look like just a single thing. It's like a whole little miniature audience.
Yeah, it's got a mob of like.
A flaming mosh pit is coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like,
All right. So what are you up to? Do you accept this, Krivdar, or do you wish to?
yeah, of
Everything
course,
else
of course,
that
I
you are.
accept
All right.
it.
So
Yes,
you
I
get picked
I-
up
move.
by this fire creature. Does it
Uh,
what the hell?
Yeah, it's fiery teleportation is the name of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so I moved it over, and I want him to be on the other side of the wildfire spirit.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then
Oh,
also that's pretty
that-
cool. So then after it teleports, each creature within 5 feet of space you left takes a Dex saving throw.
Yep, or it takes more fire
Oh my
damage.
god, this is
Yeah.
really fire. They're so mean. This fire, what does that actually do to you?
We're
Nothing.
we all wield fire damage.
Yeah.
Even you, Krivdar, I think you don't use fire damage.
Well,
do
he
you?
can do thunder stuff, can
I
he?
use frost damage.
Well,
Mm.
can't you do
Yeah,
thunder
well,
So,
stuff
I mean,
to do fire damage?
does any of your attacks do fire damage? Like, do you have like any abilities that cause fire damage?
No, the only one is poison and frost. Like armor of Agatha
Oh,
causes
gotcha.
damage if you
Gotcha.
attack me.
So yeah,
Which
Yeah.
not going to be very good against the frost troll.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not casting that, so it's
All right.
fine.
There you go.
It is a garbage roll again. So basically, as a creature gets spawned behind it and then moves past it and teleports away, it doesn't realize that this creature can even do that. It's like what the hell? And then as it disappears, it isn't able to escape the teleportation like poof essentially. And then the fire residue afterwards after leaving, he strikes it with damage. So we roll damage for please. It's 1d6 plus 6, or 1d6 plus proficiency bonus fire
Plus
damage.
3, yeah.
So
total of 8.
nice.
Well, I assume I'm
That
like
was
over
getting-
here.
Yeah, right about there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Nice job. All right. Next turn.
And that's the end of my wildfire spirit's turn, so.
And then that end of your turn too. Are you done moving?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes after me, so.
All right, this creature, the cat creature, seems to be like pausing in the bushes. It's kind of hiding, like not really trying to move too aggressively. It's kind of sees what's happening, and it's like, I'm not getting involved with this. I'm just gonna stay here a bit.
It's like that. Some things just deserve a whole lot of leave alone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, you basically come to a clearing and see a bunch of people shooting fireballs and stuff like that, fire bolts at this like ice troll that was attacking it, and it's like, yeah, I think I should stay out of this. Probably a good idea. So he's gonna sit there and kind of sit there and like lick its wounds for a bit. That's his turn. Next turn, Chris. What are you up to again?
Well, let's see. He's kind of close to me, and that's not really cool.
Sure.
Back off about to there.
Mhm.
And I don't want to waste spells. We just got here, so yeah, I'll just do a
It's a troll.
Pretty much.
firebolt again. No, fire.
So conservative with your spells.
I mean, to be fair, Firebolt
15?
has been doing work,
Oh,
so.
15
Right?
just hits.
Just hits.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's do
Nice.
some damage.
I think I
here.
get to do like 2d10
Nice.
for the base and then a d8, so it's like
12.
8 points of damage.
12 fire damage.
Is that adding your damage boost from your like evocation stuff?
I get 2d10 on that for my cantrip at level 6.
Oh, sure, but there's no other boosted damage because of your spell subclass, whatever.
What it does, what I picked is on cantrips that they require a save. It used to be no damage on a make, but now they get half damage on a successful.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, cool. And they
A
felt good.
firebolted to hit roll. If I were use like
Yeah.
AC one, which I forget what it's called, then it would do that.
All right, cool. 24 damage. Nice. Good job. So, yeah, it's this creature gets singed yet again in fireball. So it tries to avoid it. It's so close to avoiding. It's like, just like play. It seems to groan like almost like piteously, and like getting shot again with fire. It just has fire, burn stain, burn marks all over its body now. Like its ass is burned, like its sides is burned, its face is burned, its eyes are bleeding out. And one of its eyes is bleeding out. It's having a bad day. It's like I just want to eat some, some cat food.
the
Man.
kitty.
Like yeah, it's like sheesh.
Because you had a bad day.
Yep.
Yes, it's having quite a bad day. Wow.
Just screaming. It's like I just wanted to pet the kitty.
Yeah, you don't know. You know if the cat's injured
It's
before.
probably just an owner. Yeah, it's probably just an owner whose cat got out of the house. And
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna
don't
kill
know.
him.
Yeah, they're
And
harmless.
now just imagine that Looney Tune Yeti. It's like I will hug him and pet him.
Pat,
He's in pain.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
That's very true.
Well, you don't know. You made assumptions, so you don't know what's happening. All right.
That was my turn. I have no bonus.
The only
action.
thing Gordon knows about this is he's got 3 different recipes for troll flambe.
There you go.
Okay.
We're helping you get your ingredients.
Wow.
Damn straight.
I'll send you a creature. How you know shame, sir?
All right. Well,
Shit. All right. Next, looks like it's Risk's turn. So what is up to you? What up to
yes,
Risk?
I'm gonna back up just a little bit more, just because I can see he's probably can move pretty far and quickly. So
Yeah.
I want to stay as far out of melee as I can. So I'm going to hit him with firebolt, but because he is in with melee with Gordon, I get advantage because of pack tactics.
Oh, because you're kobold.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Your koboldness. Kobosity.
natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
what? 20 in one fight? Come on, guys. This is not unfair. Don't you feel any shame? like,
So
this is just...
now,
Kill him.
now are we doing like just double the dice damage for crits? or
Yeah,
are we
we'll do
just
double
doing-
damage. Make simple. I mean,
Okay.
ideally do something else that's more, it's better, I think, overall, but for this campaign, just be
Alright.
simple. If I will make it double damage.
Well,
Unless it's just a shitty
I'll
roll.
just roll all three.
Also, like, if you roll ones, you can roll ones if you
So,
want to.
That's what 30.
34 damage. Oh my god.
Damn.
Alright, so this
That's a
creature
big one.
was injured quite a bit from the previous attacks, and you see it was bloody. They said blood was all over it. It has
That's
similar
double
marks.
though, because that's the crit. 34 is the crit.
Yeah,
and
that-
then
34 is
double
the
that
crit
because
damage.
of fire.
So yeah, so this is the damage and crit. So yeah, so as you shoot the shit out of this thing, this poor creature, please describe to me, how do you want to do this, sir?
One
How
second, I
does
just
poor
wanna-
Ice Troll
like,
die?
what- that was like what 64?
Well, does
Or-
your
it was
thing not crit
34.
automatically, or not? Oh, does it crit automatically? For your spell, you
Well,
can't.
well, no, because it's like because that was like 34 on the crit for that firebolt, and then double that, so that's 68 points of fire damage basically.
Oh,
right?
okay.
It-
So
it-
yeah,
it-
yeah. So yeah, they did.
Just wanted to like figure. I just wanted for my own sense, like how much damage did I just really do right now?
Yeah, you're really
Uh,
completely like this creature up. Like the fireball.
Oh.
Yeah. So please describe again how you
So-
like to kill this creature.
So because I am, obviously 3 foot tall kobold, it's like I am already small by most standards, and this is an 8 foot tall troll. I am tiny, so it's like, well, no. And being an artificer who likes to shoot things, you're just seeing my wooden little pop gun like glow extra red,
Mm.
and then just giant burst of fire, zip line to this guy's face. Just put a good sized hole through the middle of his forehead out the back end.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, as the flame fireball hits him directly in the head and enters and exits quite quickly, like with a gaping hole in the head. You remember the old saying: "The bigger they are, the harder they fall." And it slumps
No,
over on top of falls like with a heavy thud, essentially on top of the stone next to it, and just lifeless. Appears to be lifeless at least. So
And when he falls down to the ground, like the dust is settling, it's like I just do that whole Doc Holliday tombstone, just like twirl my gun and put it back in its holster.
Nice.
okay, cool.
Looks like we're having troll for dinner.
Damn straight.
Well, the trolls apparently are getting big pretty good crits actually. So
I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to fire do damage with the Eldritch Cannon, because I'm a rogue. I get sneak attack.
yes,
Yep.
that's true. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, this creature's dead. Dead as door now. So yeah, you guys can walk up to after you want. It's dead. It's just saying lying on the ground, unconscious. Or actually, sort of dead. Unless you say specifically you want to knock unconscious, I'm gonna assume you kill it. So
Yeah.
it's gone.
Like-
it dies horribly.
I'm gonna be like, come here, kitty, 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 come here.
Wait.
To the
It's
cat.
the Feywild. It's like, just yell, "Can you talk?"
It looks at you and just goes, well, it it looks like it seems to understand you, but it doesn't talk back in any kind of language you know. It just seems to talk back in cat language, like meow. That's it.
Hmm.
I assume technically
Say-
yes.
So it walks over to you
No.
though. Starts to walk you over just slowly, like
Okay.
cautiously, because I just saw you guys murder the shit out of this poor ice troll, and so it's a little
Yeah.
concern. It's happy you said you saved it, but it's it's a little
I'm just
concern.
sort of like holding my hand out, like non-threatening. See if it'll like come up
I
to
just
me.
I just act like I could actually have a conversation. I just look at the cat. It's like, is he trying to eat you?
Looks at you, and she nods its head and yells again, like, meow.
Okay,
and then it's-
our conscience is clear. We saved a life. We're good.
Yes.
Okay, so then basically it walks up to Icarus, sees his hand held out, his tail kind of swishes kind of slowly, cautiously, but it slowly moves forward, one step by step, and kind of goes over to your hand and kind of nuzzles your hand a bit. So it's like a domestic sized
My
cat.
owl is gonna hover about 20 feet up, just to make sure.
Yeah, that's why it's getting closer. It's like it sees the bird, and it's like just a little closer.
Yep.
Well, you don't know. So yeah. So yeah.
Is the troll wearing like clothing or anything like that? Does it look like it could have anything, or is it just naked? As the
It's
day?
pretty much naked. It's got one club, basically. That's it. It's not much for fashion.
God.
So, and it wasn't wearing armor or anything. It had no club, nothing. Just straight up claws, teeth, and normal body parts. So nothing special.
It would have healed if we didn't do fire damage, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it actually would have. So yeah,
Right, yeah.
particularly good. I forgot you guys all. I know it's to be a fire, but I didn't realize all you guys have fire. It kind of makes things a little OP, but it's fine. It's the first fight in this campaign. I mean, it's not to be easy on it.
We didn't use any spells really, like any actual
No.
first level
Yeah, it's all
fire.
cantrips. So yeah, you guys are good.
Yep.
The only thing you've used so far is the invisibility. That's literally it. That wasn't on
Well, I got
the
mage armor lasts 8 hours, so I basically have it's something I'm gonna do almost every day to start the day. Like, okay,
Sure.
mage armor.
Sure, smart. All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, so yeah,
I
the
guess
cat.
I wanna.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to sort of like I'll talk to the cat. I'll be like, "Hey, can you understand me? Do you need any assistance?" And while I'm doing that, I want to kind of look around it for like wounds or is it wearing any clothes or collar?
It's not
or
wearing any
anything?
clothes. It seems to be as
I
naked
just
as
wanted
the
to
day it
make
was
sure.
born, and
Okay.
but it does seem to be like it is her. Like you see, his paw has got like a wound essentially. Like it's been like it's got like a basically you can see like it's like a slash mark on it and when its paws, and I shouldn't have no paws. It would be on the side. So on the side, it's got a slash mark on one of the sides, the right side, and it's kind of like almost like kind of a coldish affection on it. Like it looks like that part has been like frosted over essentially. So it looks kind of like the parts of the body where it's like whitish, but it's clearly not the same color as that. Just off white. It's like sickly and like it's almost infected, but it's not.
I'll go up and cast Cure Wounds on it.
Okay. Okay. So roll
So,
While that's
basically
going
you're
on,
just-
Gordon's got his little dagger out, and he's just sawing away at this troll's neck.
Okay. So yeah, so basically, you start sawing away. You're able to take parts away from it. You can put like, let's say like, what part do you want to take away from the ice troll? You can take away whatever you want. So you can take some of the furs, like body.
Oh shit!
He'll take off the head initially because he's heard about trolls regenerating, and then he'll effectively try and get the biggest shank of meat he can off the troll.
Okay. I'll do this. I'll send it to you. I don't know if it helps you to see this, but not. Let me see.
Jeez.
I send the image to the game log. Basically, what you can know is ice trolls have hearts that can be used to like can be removed from it, and you can use that heart to like basically it becomes immune to fire. The heart itself, oddly enough, and you can eat the heart. You might know that with your knowledge of all this like of all food and like types essentially that if you eat the heart, it basically can regenerate for a short period of time.
Okay,
I wanna
yeah,
save
I'll
that.
just start slicing through the torso once I've got the head open.
Okay.
Try and pop the heart out.
Okay, so yeah, you can take out the heart and then any other parts you want it for like to sell. But yeah, and you can put other parts you want to in your inventory. But depends how long it'll take. But yeah, it's kind of a tough beast to claw at. It's not the easiest. But yeah, otherwise, what we want to do is so the cat seems to be appreciative of you, Risk, for healing him.
Yeah.
the
Full
creature-
heal too on Cure Wounds.
Yeah, cure wound. So you have healing it. It seems like the wound is fully healed for the most part, but there's still like there's like a weird like infection kind of thing. The damage seems to be gone, but you're not sure if there's like a persistent effect essentially that lingers. So you can think about almost like a poison effect essentially, and something else is afterward that's not like fully gone. So
Well, fortunately, that's all I can do. It's like I kind of like a field medic type of thing.
sure. So fair enough. You do what you can. So yeah.
Is something wrong with the cat over there?
I don't think so. I'll again say to the cat, I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, we were kind of heading in the direction you came from. Is there any reason we shouldn't go over there? Can you help us out at all?" I don't know if you can me, so
We're looking for a city.
It seems to understand you. It's like you said, okay. It nods its head and kind of points that way. Actually, almost like a dog pointing thing, where it puts one raises one paw up and like faces toward the southwest, and it kind of then it turns back to you guys and nods, and and then it starts trotting very slowly, so you can walk over if you want to, or unless you guys tell it to stop. It's gonna start walking over toward the southwest.
Gordon will say to a group, "I'm going to need about 15 minutes over here." Also, Kriv, that slash looks a little bit nasty. You want me to patch you up?
Sure, thank you.
All right.
I'll motion for him to come over, and then I'll do cure wounds.
I like that. I heal the cat. This random NPC creature will heal my party member.
Hey, you got priorities. I understand.
I'll take a piece of the troll meat and give it to the cat.
Oh,
just a little bit.
That's nice. Okay, cool. So the cat can eat it. Cat happily accepts it. It's pretty happy. It's purring, like so you hear it purring a bit toward all of you, kind of like its mood is pretty happy. So you just hear like a low rumble from like. So it's cute. It's all happy. He's happy. It's perked up quite a bit. It's got heal. It's got food. It's having a good day now. So after its encounter with the ice troll, being protected from random people that has no clue who it is, it feels a lot better. You see its tail moving around like in a swishing like kind of quick manner, but like not in an aggressive, just kind of like almost like happy bouncing manner, very like. And the cat seems to like look at you guys all and like blink towards you guys slowly, just and then opens eyes again.
So Kriv, you get 12 points of healing back.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, so okay, so you guys gonna wait around with Gordon?
Yeah. I mean, if he's
All right.
needing ingredients, might as well just.
While we're waiting, I'll have the owl do a little circle around our sort of temporary campsite here. He's got 120-foot dark vision and advantage on eyesight perception checks. I just want to see if there's anything else he can see in our area.
Okay. Is he going to fly above the canopy of trees, or is he going to go through the trees essentially?
Yeah, sort of above the canopy.
Okay. If he flies up above the canopy, he's in the distance. It talks to you telepathically, right?
Right,
yeah,
right. Well, I can basically see what he sees.
Exactly. So as it flies up above the canopy in the distance, in the southwest, it sees like this kind of strange, like it looks like, it's not showing you sure. It looks like with eagle eyes, actually, with owl eyes, you can see actually. It would see basically these kind of like very tall, like structures, like in a distance that are like, it's hard to tell. It looks almost like goldish, and there's a number of them, 12 of them. From a long distance, and they seem to be ordered in like a clock-like pattern. And you would kind of guess maybe this is what the indication, the place they're talking about. As long as it sees that's noticeably different. Otherwise, the rest of it's just more forest. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Rough estimate on distance: half mile.
It's like a mile. So it takes like 15 minutes or so walking, 20 minutes walking. How fast do you want to walk? So.
Yeah. Okay.
Not too far.
Good to know.
All right, cool.
All right, gents, I think I've gotten everything I can out of this troll. Shall we head on out?
Might as well.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys take it. So
and Gordon, just to let you know, I do have a bag of holding, so if you need to store that stuff.
I'll definitely hand him the extra large troll shank.
Do ingredients stay fine in a bag holding, or do they rot?
Pretty sure they stay fine. I'll double check real fast though.
Okay, but for now we'll just go on, and then we'll assume if it doesn't, then we'll assume it doesn't, or assume you don't put it in. But you would know essentially, but based on your experience, you would know if it would rot in there or not. Okay, cool. Because I know generally speaking, living things aren't supposed to be put in there, but it's not living anymore. But it's still like creatures. I don't know how that works, but I assume it's fine. But just in case. So otherwise, you guys head south, right?
Yep.
Towards the pillars that. Owl. Well, his name is Vowel. It's V.O.W.L. Vowel. So
I'd like to buy.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, he's not for sale. Kind of indicate to everybody the direction that the owl saw, and I guess we can head that way.
All right, cool. So yeah, you follow the owl, and again.
All right, for cutting off, I just I'm just gonna put in the game log. Bag of holding doesn't mention anything about food, just that if a living creature was in there, they can stay in there for a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures, minimum 1 minute.
All right, fair enough.
Which
Cool.
they begin to suffocate.
Cool, thank you. All right, then. That's resolved. Okay, so yeah, you guys have to resolve this, and then you get to this new area. This beautiful new area. Let's see if this shows it properly for you guys. Do-do-do.
Ooh, it's
Look at this
fancy.
stuff.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you start out. I'll put you guys on the map so you guys can have your characters. It'll be kind of hard to see. You might have to zoom in a bit because it's kind of a big map. So, but I'll put your tokens down so that you can see where you're at. Do-do-do. I should have probably put your characters on the map beforehand, but to here.
Oh, the wildfire spirit lasts for an hour, so if we haven't been traveling that long, it'll still be here.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you're on the map now. You're on the start from the northeast side, and you see this. Like I said, these giant like structures in front of you, and they seem to be they're. It's hard to explain that well. Like basically, you've seen bookcases before. These are like vastly larger bookcases essentially. Like, and they essentially seem to be like something like almost like a library. Each bookcase is like several times your height, so they're very large. Like there's 12 giant bookcases in a clock-like pattern, and they're all illuminated around they're all outlined essentially with illuminated gold around the edges, so they kind of glow. Even from this distance, like when you're going to get into it, you can see that they're many times your height, and the shelves have various like it looks like books, but they're like the books the size of buildings, so they're quite large, like 10 feet to 20 feet tall, depending on the book. But you see these poking out from each of these like shelves, essentially from each of the books. The creature that's with you kind of guides you toward the closest bookcase, which is like around the one area, northeast. So this area here. There you go. And as you reach it, you see this creature appear in front of you, and it greets you. What you see is like what appears to be one of the Fey creatures. Like it's pretty small though. Like you've seen Fey before. They're very very sizes. This is one of the smallest Fey, or maybe the smallest Fey you've ever seen. From as you get closer, you notice that it's like probably about half the size of someone's head. You know, a normal creature's head. So like kobolds. Like you guys are kobold creatures. The small creatures, it's like the size of your head. The bigger creature is like a crest, like normal sized creature. It's like half the size of your head. So it's appears to be like one of the Fey. It's got like it's strange though because like most Fey are kind of colored interestingly or have different colors. This one seems almost like human-like in its features. Like it looks almost humanish. It's got like peachish skin, black hair, black eyes. Got like ponytail. It's kind of cordoned off into the back, or tied up in the back. And it's instead of flying on its own with wings, it's flying on top of like a book, a blue-gray book. So it kind of uses it seems to be using it as like a ride. So it flies over to you, and it greets you all. It's like, well, look at the cat dragged in. How y'all doing?
Well, the cat literally did drag us over here.
We
So.
literally were attracted over here by a cat. Did the cat?
Yeah.
Did the cat follow us, or did it just wander
It
off?
follows you guys. It seems to be like with your guys, and it seems to be looking at the creature over there. It seems to be perfectly fine with it. This is the other fake creature, and yeah. So he keeps talking to you like, well, what are you all doing here? Just coming by for a stop?
We were sort of sent here by some creatures that brought us here from somewhere else. So we have a lot.
We were
of questions.
kidnapped and told we have to fight.
Yeah.
Or kidnapped?
What do you say?
By who? Who'd kidnap you?
Somebody named Null. 2 people named Null and Dull.
He looks a little. He looks like you're like. And he seems to have understanding. I know what you mean. Those 2 are part of the tournament. They are They have champions of their own. I assume you're the champions they wish to enter into the tournament. Would that be the case?
Yes.
Either that, or where the rubes they're putting up against their champion so they can win on betting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Well, nice to meet you, lads and lasses. Why don't you come in here? Just saying though, in order to enter this place, this is a place called is the Delight of Dawn. It is a city of us Fey, or Fey essence we might call it, because we're not really pure Fey. We're kind of a mix between the Fey and the elementals. Well, in this case, the light elementals. So we're a little different than you might expect, but yeah, in order to enter this place, you kind of have to give up something important. I don't know how much you know about the Feywild, but we're pretty big on the law of reciprocation. You give something, you get something back. You understand?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order to enter the city and be, afforded its luxuries and amenities, we'll have to go into this book over there. And he points behind him. You see a giant, like 20-foot tall, like gray book. Looks very similar to the book he has, but way bigger. That's the Tome of Truth. If you enter there and you are willing to give up a secret, we'll let you into the city, and you can go around to any of the bookcases you'd like to. Is that all right with you?
So we have to give a secret, you said?
Yes. Basically, you'll walk up to it. You will feel an effect on you, like a zone of truth. Have you ever seen such a thing? Probably a lot of you have seen Zone of Truth. Basically, yeah, the simplest thing is it's just it's a area where you have to tell the truth essentially. Not basically your area you're not allowed to lie. You can do like a lie on omission, technically speaking. But you can't like lie on purpose. And when you enter the area, you have like a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw, and you have to fail it or you have to. But if you don't fail it, it will whoever owns the zone of truth or whoever's using it will know if you have failed, or you don't know you haven't failed essentially. So if you choose to if you pass the check, you try to tell a lie, it will know. So that's all.
Gotcha.
So basically, yeah, if you enter the building over there, you enter the zone of truth. When you give up a secret. Once you do that, we'll let you in.
Okay.
Is this fine with you?
Sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this grace right here.
It's
right here?
It could be basically right here-ish, right near basically near the middle of, or right near the beginning, essentially, where the fake creature is. So
okay.
So it's basically it's right behind it. It looms over it massively because it's 20 feet tall. The creature itself is very small. So basically, you hang out in this section of the one bookcase. So yeah, got it. You can enter all of if you depends. I don't know how well you know each other, but you can enter one by one if you like, or enter all together. Depends on what you trust each other. You might say.
What do you think, guys? We going in together?
Unless you know another location we can use to get out of here, I'm afraid this is our one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Like the only way to go, the only way to go back is to go forward.
Sure.
It would seem so.
All right. Well, there you go then. Who would like to go first?
I would like to go first because I went first.
With the cloaks and stuff, you're very secretive, aren't you? Well, hopefully this won't be too much of an inconvenience for you.
No, it's my secret. Is the Fae just hearing it, or is everyone hearing it?
In this case,
I mean,
when you go into once you go into the bookcase, only you'll be able to hear it, whoever's inside with you. Otherwise, you won't see anything else. No one else can hear you unless you let them. So basically, once you go to the bookcase, that one, the book, you'll basically you'll be the only one.
Okay, just was wondering.
But so, just so you know, well, this is the Night of Dawn. We're very big on the truth here, so I'll let you know right now. Anything you give up secret-wise will be used against you if you act up against the laws around here. So one of the reasons we have this thing, the secret of truth in the first place, is because if you screw up and you kind of piss people off and you break the laws and you kind of do willy-nilly, you just kind of do whatever you want to and kind of create a ruckus, we're going to come after you and we'll use the secret to catch you. It kind of gives, let's say, a boost to our scrying abilities, or the divination. So, just letting you know right now.
I gotcha. I don't know anyone that would do that, especially me, Kribdar.
Okay, sure.
I'm pretty honest.
Immediate red sirens begin flashing in the background.
Right.
I'd ask for exception, but I think he actually believes it. I think he actually doesn't believe he's
I think that the rest of us is just kind of backing up. It's like, we are not associated with this gentleman.
So, all right. So you go in.
So I'm gonna say.
So as you enter the book, as you go closer to the book kind of opens up wide, and and it flips up to an open page, and it seems to then the creature basically talks to you again. It says, "All right, just enter there, and walk into this page, and you'll be taken to a room of your choice."
Okay.
So
now I'm in one, and then I say the thing, and then I get brought into the room of my choice. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So basically, as you enter this kind of not a foreboding room. It looks peaceful. It looks almost like it's like a standard library. Nothing crazy happening. It just looks like a normal library. Whatever you think essentially a library is, it's like that.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
and then it just kind of waits, and then you don't see anyone inside or anything. There's no person inside, nothing, and you just see an open book inside too, like a much smaller version, kind of like the book that that creature, the fake creature, is in front of you guys was writing, and it opens up to a page, and just waits for you to talk to it or write into it if you wish. There's a quill there if you would like to write to it, or you can talk to it. So it's up to you, however you wish to give a secret. So what do you say?
I'm gonna say like, oh, my father is a Fey, and I never met him, and I've been always on a constant search for him, but I don't know if he's alive or dead. So we'll see how that turns out.
Okay.
And that's my truth.
Okay, so as you speak, words appear on the page, like in a golden ink. Like basically see a quill appear. The quill that's in there wasn't being used by you. It animates by itself essentially, and it starts writing in there. It's kind of beautiful calligraphy, and it made like
Cool.
cursive calligraphy, and it notes what you said to the page, and then on top it says your name, Krivdar. Even though you didn't say your name, it knows your name.
Nice.
All right.
So it's like the school of good and evil. That's cool.
You can say that, yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah. And do I move into one of these areas like here or no?
Oh, for now you can just you can basically walk back through the eggs, or you can either walk past back to your team, or you can walk past into the city essentially, proper.
Yeah.
Up
I'm
to
just
you.
gonna stay right here.
Okay, so you basically get you're walking there. Or you're gonna stay into the end of the room, edge of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you gonna hide, or are you gonna stay like visible?
I'll stay visible.
Okay. So who's next?
I guess I'm up. So Goran Flibsy will move forward into the area that was previously occupied.
Okay. So you go in there, and you go inside the page as well.
Yes.
All right. So you go to the same page, and as you enter, again, you see a library. Whatever you think is a library, essentially, so you'll see. So I don't know what has different for you, if you're used to libraries, or if you just have a.
It looks like a library, but it's filled entirely with cookbooks.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The Gordon's hits, like
Yep.
the recipe collection number 1.
And Gordon's going to attempt to resist the spell being afflicted upon him.
Okay, so you're trying to resist. Okay, so roll or save, please. Wisdom save.
It's wisdom, right?
Yes.
17.
Unfortunately, you fail. It's a good roll. It's still fail. So
it's the high DC.
it's pretty high, yeah. It's not, plus also like, well, it's like well, do much anyways, because if you failed, then they're gonna know they won't let you anyways. But you just want to try. I guess you want to see you try. Just to
It's
see.
just his personality. He doesn't take kindly having his secrets wrested from him.
Sure, fair enough. But anyways, as you walk into the library, you see it. You see Krivdar in the corner, just hanging out, just chilling in the corner.
Hanging out.
So, do you wish to give a secret in front of Krivdar?
He does, but he's going to turn away from Krivdar and try and speak as quietly as he can, so hopefully Krivdar can't hear him.
Okay. All right.
And he'll say under his breath, I seek to be the greatest cook in the land, but that damn Julia child, she beat me in a competition in my own hometown, and now I must get my vengeance upon her. I will find the best recipe, and I will beat her in the next cook-off.
This is a pretty extensive secret. Okay. Just saying, how goes what is what you deal. But, if you have fun with it, go for it. Just saying. All right. Cool. So, yeah, you do. But especially with that, it's kind of weird. It's funny because you're like whispering, Matt. You're angry whispering. It's like,
Yep. Rage whispering.
Sure. All right. So that's that. Krivdar, do you want to listen? Or try to listen to this on him?
Do you want me to listen in on him?
Well, do you want to? Are you trying to listen on him? Otherwise, you won't hear him because he's being quiet. So, do you wish to?
I'm going to be too enamored with the library and the massive size of it. Like I'm just awestruck, I guess is the word.
Okay,
So,
that's fair. Fair enough. And then
No.
all right, cool. So that's that then for again. So yeah, I guess you see he seems to be. Krivdar seems to be not care about your secrets at all. Apparently, he just keeps walking around, seemingly unaware.
As well he should.
But you never know. I mean, he tell you he's elf. And elves have keen ears, so So you
Well,
don't know.
he's half Fey,
He is
so he's
half
extra untrustworthy here.
Oh wow. Little specious, aren't you?
Just a tad.
All right, fair enough. All right, so that's that. All right, next is gonna be
I will go next.
okay.
I
Well,
guess.
also, what are you gonna do, Gordon? Are you gonna walk out, or are you gonna stay hang out with Krimzar in the library? Oh,
Sorry for me. Yeah, Goran will go check out a couple of other books in the library, but he'll keep an eye on Cryptar.
got it. Cool. All right, so yeah, you enter
As
the
you
place.
should.
You enter inside the page. You have the
So
page
you
request.
said it looks like what I would envision a library
Yes.
being, right?
Yes.
So before I began adventuring, I was an investigator with the town guard. So I see library, but lie is spelled Lie. These are all books filled with lies that people have told me during investigations over the decades.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So I will tell them biggest failure was I was never able to find the murderer who killed the mayor's daughter.
Ah.
It
Okay.
eats me inside every day.
Fair enough. You see, are you whispering it, or are you saying it in a normal voice?
I'd just say it in normal.
Okay, so you don't get your problem with them here again. Okay, cool. All right, so if you guys want to, you can hear, you understand it, you hear him because he's talking in a normal voice, just like before. The words and walk, or basically going to the next page. Quill appears just like before, and it's written in the page. All right.
Right. Well, then I process of elimination. I'm up.
Yep.
So for me, it's kind of a little similar to Chris, where it's like bounty hunter. So it's like part library, part like workshop or something like that. Because I'm also an artificer, so a lot of like what I do is kind of feeds into each other. So bounty hunting help pays for the experimentation and tinkering and stuff like that, and that helps with the investigation stuff. So
Sure.
kind of like a workshop library sort of thing.
All right.
And I am not going to resist the zone of truth, but I am going to say my secret in Draconic.
All right. That's fair enough. Didn't tell you what language
enough.
it's so.
And I'm just going to basically say that the only reason I became a bounty hunter and have been doing all this is to basically prove to everybody back home that I am better than all of them.
Fair enough.
Wow.
I speak Draconic. I heard all that.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
I also speak Draconic.
Really?
So I get it.
What the hell? This team has two Draconic.
Seriously?
Wow. What's the chance of that,
That's our-
honestly?
Gordon just hears growling stuff, so he's like,
Yeah, so
whatever.
that backfired. Jesus.
It was clever. It was clever strategy, but apparently it didn't work
Like,
out.
the wizard I get, but you, Cryptar.
Hey, I
Yeah,
speak 3 languages. How dare you, sir?
that's right. Don't make no exceptions about Krodar. He's a smart guy. He's just chaotic.
I'm just going to give you a thumbs up after you say that statement.
Really?
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, fine.
I
So,
just
yeah.
kind of like lift up my goggles, glare at you, and just hold my gun out. It's like,
Take my secret to a grave, punk. All right.
do that little like,
All
You
right.
good, bro?
All right.
I would shoot you, but everything would probably light up on fire because it's paper.
So fair. So also, I should mention. I should have mentioned this part earlier, but after the first person went in Kribdar, the cat followed as well. So I guess you're all going in. So after I saw that you're all going inside, just gonna follow inside and hang out with you guys.
Oh, and my wildfire spirit as well, because the duration isn't up yet.
That's fine. So all the stuff disappears. It goes to the guys. So you got a bunch of things in this library. Okay. So now, do you wish to exit the library, or you wish to continue? Or you want to go back talk to the fake creature in the beginning, or you want to go to the city itself proper?
I'd like to do investigation checks, see if I can like find anything of value in these books in the library.
Okay,
I would also
you're not
like
able
to
to
do
read the
that.
books in the library. Basically, the secrets are not meant for you guys. They're meant to be for other people. They're not you guys. So you're not supposed to actually walk around the library just take away secrets. You know, they're not really.
They didn't say we couldn't.
They didn't say you could, but you know, just normal morals.
Guard themselves, apparently.
Yeah, normal ethics. Say that you should like bruise people's secrets. Just-
There are no ethics in Hell's Kitchen.
all right. But so what do you wish to do? Do you want to go back to the first creature you saw, or you want to go back to the city proper?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. This isn't really a place we can do anything. We just have to go
Yeah,
here to
because
gain
you're basically in
access
a
to the
book.
city.
So
Okay.
basically, you're basically in a building on the shelf of the actual like. Basically, you're on the one of the bookcases in the book inside of there. That's all. So you're in the city, technically
Okay.
speaking, but like you're in like basically the very entrance of the city, essentially the very first book
Okay.
building. And if you exit, then you basically enter the actual like city itself, but and beyond the bookcase, past the essentially the gate. You say.
It's like a
I just
magical gatehouse, basically.
Yeah, it's more clear now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Can I charm the bookkeeper here
Yeah, you can
to
try to.
give a secret?
You can.
Charm the Fey creature.
You can try to.
Yes, charm the fake
Good
creature
luck.
to give a secret.
Yeah, you can try. I'm saying.
luck.
I'm not gonna say until I stop. As a wise man once said, you can certainly try. So
Oh,
go
boy.
for it.
So, is that charisma or something like that?
You're trying to charm like as in like persuade, or like charm is like you cast a spell.
Well, I have a spell charm.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Then just use descent to the game log so you can see what the requirements are for it, and then we'll go from there. So basically, you're walking back to the.
Pretty
through
sure charm spell is like a save for
Yes.
the person, like the target.
Yeah,
It is.
typically.
It is.
It's a first level spell according to this. It says
Yeah.
one action, 30 feet, 13 wisdom, charm.
Okay. If you can't set to the
Okay,
game
so
log.
it's a wisdom save, and they have to beat a 13.
Okay, so then I would. What do I click though? I
Just-
see.
you can just click save the game log so we can see the things, but it should be otherwise it should give you the information.
Should be at the top of the spell description.
Top of the spell description. Okay.
The top
Oh,
of
I
the
see. I see it right there. Cast there. Okay.
Yeah.
Click it. And then I click. I cast it.
Well,
and now
you click on the spell to get like the description, like all the stuff you were just reading, like distance
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And then at the top, right near the name of the spell, it should say "send a game log."
Oh yeah. It's not there though.
Oh, it's like the
It's-
situation with what that KP had where it just decided not to appear.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally not here.
Okay, that's fine. I'll look it up.
I know.
So
I was
basically,
looking,
one
but-
action, 30 feet. You attempt to charm a humanoid you receive within range. You must make a saving throw, and this with advantage if your parents are fighting it. No, it's not. So otherwise, basically, you charm it. So yeah, it's got a 1 hour duration, and it's wisdom saving throw. Looks like. So yeah, go for that. I'll do a saving throw. See what I get.
Yeah, just let them know what the DC needs to beat is.
Yeah, it's a 13, I think you said.
Yeah, it's a 13. 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty low.
I mean, mine's a 14. I'm
Oh.
a full caster, so.
Fair.
Sorry, but I got not 20. So yeah, it's my
Oh.
first not 20 the way.
Oh.
So
And pretty sure it knows that you try to do that too.
oh, it does.
Mhm.
It does. It knows
Yeah.
she's trying to. It's like, well, how do you do? You didn't tell me your name, but I don't think you're as charming as I might think you are.
Like he literally tells you, if you fuck around, you will find out, and you fucked around.
Now it's time to find out.
Actually, it's like you fuck around, and they will find out for you.
I said,
They
just so
will
you can
hunt
see it.
I was still honest though.
I mean, you were sure. You didn't lie. I mean, you said charming figure. So yeah, he looks very amused. He's like, you're trying to charm one of the Fae. That's a you're better a bold one, aren't you?
Yes,
I don't know if I don't know if you're just really smart and really bold, or really dumb and very foolish. But
It's the latter.
either way,
like everyone else is like probably not. It's like yeah.
just say this. I wouldn't recommend doing it to people in the city. They might not appreciate it as much as I do.
First person he met when we got here, he literally
Yes.
painted a mustache on them. You fill in the blanks on that one.
Yeah, I know. I expect nothing else from Krivdar. So, but yeah, he didn't seem hostile. He seems kind of amused
So
actually.
I'm explaining that to this new Fey creature. Where it's just like
Yeah.
we literally get here, he writes a mustache on somebody's face and greets us.
All right.
You fill in the blanks on how good he, intelligence wise he is.
Okay. So then he talks. He's like, well, and so it's just it didn't work very well, but you might want to get on your way. Your friends are waiting for you, I think. I got work to do. So
All right.
if you don't mind,
Sure, let's
please
go.
head on your way.
That means
Sure.
let's go, Cryptar, before they file a restraining order.
Right?
All right. So what do you want to do, Krivdar?
I'm gonna say peace out, home slice, and then leave.
All right, so you guys had to grow up together, and then as soon you guys exit the book you were in, which takes you to takes you past the gate of the city.
Mhm.
So as you enter the city proper, you basically are standing around like where you're at now, basically. So you're not in the bookshelf anymore. You're basically looking around. You see the middle area, like this kind of stairs around you. You see a ton of different bookcases all around you, all of which are, like I said, gigantic, all several times your height, and there are lots of books poking out from each of them. Where do you want to go?
Now, out here, is there any books that we can read, or is it just like
Oh, not on the ground. No, on the ground there's nothing. If you want to
okay,
basically want books, you have to go to the bookshelves. So what you see is if you want what we'll do is on the shelves themselves you'll see like these bookmarks, these giant bookmarks, like 10 feet tall, and the bookmarks will indicate where you're going essentially. So one of them will say like 2, one will say 3. So where you're at is 1, and then you'll see
okay,
one to the left of where you're at, and basically we'll say the end of the bookshelf. That'll take you to the bookshelf case to your left. And you see one
okay,
that's called 12, and that one will take you to the bookshelf to the right. So
Hmm.
you got to go to left or
and
right.
then in the middle of the room, there's the stairs going down to
The
the
giant
city
set of
proper.
staircases, are going down, and there's ruins on the ground. So
Which book looks like it's shorter than 15 feet tall?
most of them are. Most of them are shorter than that. The only one
Okay.
that was bigger than that was essentially you've seen so far, at least, is the gate one essentially. And most of them are
Hmm.
around 10 to 15 feet. There is some that are bigger. I guess there's a couple that are bigger. They poke out. Like you see them poking out a little bit bigger from the rest of the shelves. Like you see the books. They're kind of like they're horizontal. Like they're closed and they're horizontal with the binding with the spine facing out. So
Hmm.
and then you can see like some of them in the distance like being magically moving out and being opened up, and then other creatures like going into. So in this you see not just cells, you see other creatures in the city as well, and they're walking around the city just like normal, like I say normal city, but they're like I said, they're all in these bookshelf shelves. They're not on the ground. They're basically like each in their own bookcase. They're you can consider it like a section of the city essentially.
In that case, going to take a look around, see if any of the bookshelves have a label for like merchant quarter or like city center.
Okay, cool. You get you basically so you look around and well, I guess you didn't ask about, so you don't know.
Yep.
Like you guys just kind of walking the city, walking around.
I'm gonna do the same thing
Okay,
basically. Just look
so
around, try to see where.
all right, so you look around. You have your howl too. Alga see very well. Like I said, the city is very strange. Like there's it's like most cities are like on the ground level and they're like built in like a circular, almost like rectangular pattern or something like that. This city is like everything's like very much in a narrow space. It's like a narrow space. The buildings are all like in like I said, like almost like a bookshelf. It's on a shelf. They're all kind of in a small area, so there's not many places to walk. Essentially, it's like a narrow walkway essentially with the books like taking up most of the room essentially. But what you see essentially is, let's say, on to your left, and then the 2 section, you'll see like this weird building. So most places you see here are buildings are the books, all sorts of types, all different colors, all sorts of shapes, sizes, everything. This one's very odd. It's not a book at all. It appears to be like let's see how I explain this. It basically looks like this. You'll see like it looks almost like a sun coming out of the ground in a half circle. And around those half circle, you see like rays of like light coming out of it. Not actual rays, but like physical, embodiment of rays. Essentially, it's like a yellowish, orange color, it's like a sunrise. And so it has four rays of golden light coming around it. And in the middle of it is a giant lavender eye. And it stands out greatly because, like I said, because of how odd it is. It's, like I said, none of this book stuff. It just looks like an actual like building that's very very odd. And you see people walking into it. The eye kind of opens up, and then the creatures walk inside, and it closes up again.
I think this might be the way in that we're looking for.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe not.
Sure, the giant eyeball. Everybody knows the giant eyeball is the doorway into something.
Okay, so you see that push take the bookmark portal essentially to the 2-sided bookcase.
Sort of. Gordon's going to send in his wildfire spirit first and tell it to take a look around and then come back and communicate with him what's on the other side.
Sure. So the
Well, I
Westbury
should
goes
think
through.
Sirgar, let him go first.
Sure.
Yep.
I have so many freaking summons, minions. God. All right. So yeah, I mean, you already had the owl, dude. As you know, Ekris knows already because his owl's already surveilled it, essentially. But yeah, so you send your creature in through, and walks back. Gives you the thumbs up, and he salutes you and says, "Yes, sir."
All right, gents, I believe this is our destination.
Sure,
Nice.
let's go.
All right,
Hey-ho!
so actually, I was wrong. Also, it's not to 2. It's actually this is actually a 12 section. I apologize. So you're going to your right. So basically, where you're at essentially is the moon bookcase. This is the sun bookcase. So you're going to the sun bookcase exactly there where you're pinged. So yeah, so you're going there. You head there, and yeah, you're apparently on another shelf. But this kind, like I said, it's a little odder than the other ones. It's still illuminating gold like normal. The ground seems to be like almost like a wooden like texture, like I said, and you see this kind of makes it a very interesting like sun like half sunrise building that people are walking to, and the creatures you see in the city are very unusual. Like you've seen fake creatures before now, and some of you may have seen more than that. These creatures are on the unusual side. They're more like fake creatures in general, how speaking, aren't look that normal. Like the one you saw in the beginning of the entrance is pretty usual. It looks very human-like. Like I said, pale, like in the peach skin, like black hair, black eyes. Most of these have like tan skin, like yellowish and like orange eyes, very orange hair. You still have whites, oranges, yellows, pinks, and reds. So those are most of the hues you see on these creatures, and they kind of glow with a soft light. They fly. They have wings. All of them have wings too, but their wings are not like tangible things. They're actually incorporeal, like and appear like almost like magic wings essentially. So they're flying around. They have all sorts of kind of wings, like bat wings or angelic wings, or like butterfly wings of all sorts of kinds, insectoid wings. But they're all like magical essentially. So they're not like physical things you touch. They're just like apparitions of wings. But you see people, all the creatures flying around the bookcase city. Just willy-dilly, no problems. They don't seem to pay that much actually. Pay the mind actually. Even though you're a very unusual group of people, they seem to be comfortable with outsiders. So now that you get there, you'll see this. You hear the sound. You hear a sound as you exit the bookmark portal. You see a sound. If you hear this sound around one of you guys, and this is what you hear. And
It's a sprinkler?
It's a drive-by.
maybe
Everybody down!
a bunch of pellets hit all of you guys. Very slight pellets of rocks hit you guys, and you don't take any damage, but like a bunch of like scattering of like rocks tap at all of you guys. And if you look for the source, there's a child, looks like a childlike fairy, flying around you and like coming down, and it seems to be having a good time and kind of like laughing in the air.
Your butt, no.
It's laughing around, but it doesn't seem angry or malicious. Just like it seems like it's playing around with you guys. Like, how did it feel?
Scorching ray, third
I fire my car. I fire both my guns.
And one thing that's very unusual about it, the wings are very unusual. They're not the wings you've seen so far. They're like look almost like their wings are like two vertical and two horizontal like slabs essentially, like looks like almost like ceramic kind of thing, ceramic or like other metal or thing, and they're like basically above and below the creature, and then you have two more vertical to it, so it looks like almost like a box with like that extends out both vertically and horizontally. And he talks to you guys. It's like, hello, sirs. How you doing? Hi, like I haven't seen you around here before.
Well, it's an unusual creature to pelt people with rocks.
What's the landscape look like? Is this like a street and the buildings are made of books, or are we like walking across
normally,
a page?
yes. Yeah, so normally it looks like a street, but the street is basically like a wooden pathway essentially. So you can think of like a street, but instead of being like horizontal or concentric or circular or rectangular, it's more like it's rectangular, but it's in a very thin rectangle. Like think of like a shelf on a bookshelf. You're basically on a shelf on a bookshelf, and so it's relatively thin. Width-wise, but long. So you're basically near the entrance over here, and basically, like I said, you basically have like 20 feet, let's say, of width, and like it looks like it's about like a couple hundred feet long, essentially.
Okay.
And so the building, you see the sun building is over near where the sun symbol is, but otherwise the creature talking to you is near the entrance. So the bookmark is near the number, the numeral, essentially.
Okay.
So yeah, he talks to you guys. He flies down. I didn't hurt any of you, did I? I apologize if I did. I just having a bit of fun.
If you're concerned about hurting us, then why did you shoot us?
Oh, they're just.
I'm gonna fall on the ground and pretend like I'm hurt. I'm gonna fall on the ground and pretend like I'm hurt.
Look what you did to our friend.
he gasps and runs over to you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. No. What can I do? Can I do? He starts panicking. He's like, I don't have medicine.
Compensation is in order due to injury upon our unsuspecting companion here.
Oh no. My mom's gonna kill me. Oliver's
The
doing that
punishment
too.
for stoning us is being fed to our cat, and I'll kind of look at the cat and winks. It plays along.
As soon as the cat, he starts gulping. He's a little scared, like, I'm really sorry, very sorry. Can I make up to you in any other way without being eaten? I'd really appreciate it, you're not telling anyone, and like, just like, keep this quiet, please. He looks up to you guys, he walks up to like, to Crest, and like starts like tugging on your like pants essentially. He looks up to you, with like pleading eyes. It's very short. Like most fairies are in this case, it's kind of strange. Fairies in the city are like more like close to medium size. In average, he's pretty short because he's a kid. But so he's like,
First thing I'm gonna do is watch my pockets for him to pick my pockets. And then I say, we will let you go.
Him with my gun, just casually, like, just try anything.
Oh
we
no!
will let you
I'm not
go.
ready to shoot a
You
kid.
never shoot strangers with rocks again. Say it very intense.
Again, he's kind of scary. He's like, oh, I'm in so much trouble. Is your friend okay? I didn't mean to hurt him. It's just pellets. No, I never hurt anyone before, so I didn't think it would hurt him.
He tends to be a little bit on the fragile side. Do you have anything that could heal him? We'd probably take that as acceptable compensation.
I don't have anything I can help personally, but I can talk to my uncle. If you talk to my uncle, he could probably help you out. Is your friend good enough to walk? You, sir. You're the one on the floor. I apologize again. My name's Timmy. Do you want to talk to my uncle? He can help you out.
Is your uncle gonna come here, or do I have to go to your uncle? I don't feel like getting right now.
He just looks around. He's like, okay, my uncle's over there. He's over there in the shop, the sun shop over there, the I Rise and Shine. So, if you want to talk to him, I can go with him. If you want, I can go fly over there right now and then bring him over here. Is that all right with you?
That works. Yes, thank you.
Sure. All right. He flies off, scared out of his eyes. Like he flies off very quickly.
Gordon's going to reach into his pack and try and find some sort of wrapping to kind of dress up the wound to make it look like it's even more damage than it actually is.
Poor child, you're traumatizing him.
Teach him not to shoot rocks at random strangers.
Leave some troll blood onto a cloth and put it on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. Rub the troll shank a little bit over the cloth.
Yeah.
This poor child's gonna need therapy in the future.
Take a little bit of like the pigments from Krivdar's sack, just make it like as bloody pigment color as I can get it to dress up the wound even further. The wound.
Okay, so in a few minutes, he starts flying back. Timmy starts flying back, and he's in tow with him is this kind of owl-looking creature, very odd-looking creature. It's looks like almost like an owlin, because it's got the wings and stuff like that. But it's got the most odd fashion sense you've ever seen it in your life. It's got like a rainbow-colored like suit, like as if it's wearing like a suit of clothes. It's got like a black and white cane. It's like kind of hobbling a bit, like slowly. It's not really moving very well. It's just kind of hobbling over here, and it's got. You have never seen so much eyewear on this creature ever. It's got like literally has like has a blindfold around its eyes. It's got an eye patch in one eye, a monocle in the other eye. It's got goggles that kind of extend out farther around its eyes. It's got like glasses as well. So just covered in eyewear.
Wow.
But seems to be walking just fine. In terms of like in terms of actual like directions, but like it is hobbling. He's walking his cane.
And he's the town painter.
So he walks over to you guys. Hello. What did this kid do to you, Timmy? What do you do? What did you do to this
Look at our
folk?
friend. Look at him.
Ah, Timmy.
Pelted him with rocks.
Like hold my head like this.
What did I tell you, Timmy? What did I tell you about shooting random people with your little pellets? You can't play the pilot of the pilot whenever you want to. Just because you met that guy the one time, he told you about this. You can't just walk around shooting people. Come on, Timmy. Well, gonna have to ground you again. Mm-hmm. And no more candy for the next month. I apologize to you guys. Well, he puts out like a hand, kind of like almost a gesture, like consolation. Like, well, my name's Oliver, so I apologize for my nephew here, Timmy. Nephew, did you already apologize, Timmy?
He apologized.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I apologize already. My friend's really hurt. Walks over to him, pulls out a potion. It seems to be a pretty decent potion. You would know it's a greater potion healing. And he gives it to you. It's like, here you go. I hope you'll feel fine. I again really apologize for my friend here. My little nephew here doesn't know better. I'm trying to teach him, but teaching Fey manners is kind of the easiest thing in the world.
Well, make sure the punishment sticks, and maybe this time he'll learn his lesson.
Yeah.
He looks over to him, and even though you can't see its eyes, because all the eyes are covered by blindfolds and everything else, and you can notice it's kind of like glaring and looking like almost disappointed at Timmy. Timmy sinks his head further and just
I
kind of
think
droops down.
his punishment should be he has to give us his candy.
Ah. Well, how long are you gonna be in town?
I was hoping to like just slowly eat a candy right in front of the kid right now.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, this is his candy for the day, so you can have it right now. He'll give you this kind of candy.
Is there enough for all of us? I pass it around and I just start eating it. Boy, this is so good.
It's like a lollipop, basically. So basically, so in this case, what happens is he'll give you a lollipop and he'll give each of you lollipops. It's like, well, I only know how to give one to him, but like since there's 4 of you and there's only one of him, I can't really split a lollipop with you. So I'll give you all 4 of them, okay? It's on me. Again, I really apologize for my nephew here.
Thanks very much.
Kids these days, they're like back when I was a kid. Back in my day, kids used to respect their elders, but now they just kind of do whatever they want. It's enough to drive Alden up mad. Anyways, again, can I do anything else for you? You're near the city, are you? We need a guide or anything?
Yeah, if we could get some directions, that would be appreciated.
All right. Well, if you wish to talk to someone, I can show you my shop. I can give you even a discount to it as another means of reparations, you might say. Otherwise, Timmy here, let's Timmy again. It's like he can guide you around the city a bit. He won't play any tricks on you. And the creature over there, the cat creature, I know I've seen it before. I think it's been around the city, prowling around. It can probably guide you as well. So it's up to you. But for now, if you wish to come into my my store, I can show you around. Would that be all right?
Sure. What do you sell?
Oh, he points at all his eyes and where his eyes be. Again, you can't see his eyes. You just see
said the magic word.
He's like, well, yes. Come my shop here, the Eye and Shine, is the best shop in town. I can tell by looking at me. He points at himself in a very confident manner. I got the best batch of scents in town, and everyone knows it. So you can come inside, and you'll have any eyewear you can imagine: blindfolds, blinkers, goggles, glasses.
I was wondering if you had
goggles, my
eyewear.
ears are pricking up a little bit.
Sure.
I was wondering if you had eyewear that would let me look at a friend at a distance and we could communicate. I've heard of these things. They're called iPhones.
I think I've heard of that. Maybe we have some had some people from other places before. I never heard iPhone. I'm not super sure about, but we have almost everything. I mean, so wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to how it operates, but if you want one, maybe I can find it for you. But sure. Well, come inside. Come inside. So it kind of hobbles back over to the city, or right to the door of its place. Like I said, this is one of the half circle sun with the purple line in the middle, and it opens up for you to enter. Do you wish to enter?
Yes.
All right, cool. So you go into the shop, and again, crazy shop. That's nothing you've ever seen before. There's walls filled, and it's not like that. Was not very well organized. By the way, it's a very chaotic mess for the most part. Not like extremely bad, but definitely it feels like more a shop of a hoarder than an actual store. So it's more it's more like you go into this guy's basement, and he's this guy goes to eyewear cons, and he just has his own place where he just has everything sold. So he has just a bunch of eyewear everywhere, strewn out all about. There are some places that have shelves and stuff like a normal store, but some things are on the ground, things are everywhere. It's not super well organized. But he seems to have no trouble finding his place going around, despite his being covered. I've been covered completely. So,
Nice.
like, well,
Did he actually heal me or no?
yeah. Oh, you get a potion.
Gave
You
you
heal
a
yourself.
potion.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Can you
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
a greater potion? It's greater potion should be 44 plus 4, I believe. Let's check.
Okay, because I need 9 points of health. That's what I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
That's true. You were
Well,
injured. I kind
Yeah,
of
he was
I can
injured.
toss you up with a little bit more healing once we're out of here.
I would hold off on using that because that's a pretty hefty potion.
up to you.
okay,
But it's 44 plus 4 if you would. So otherwise, you just put it in your inventory.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
4d4.
Yeah,
not
44
Yeah.
plus 4. So that's actually quite good. Yep. All right.
Good.
So then,
I
yeah.
will.
Go.
I'll kind of take that guy aside and be like, "Sir, we've been sort of messing with your child to teach him a lesson. I'm sorry for all the joking, but I really would like some sort of goggles to help me see in the dark. Do you have anything like that?"
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Oh, of course. It's okay. I understand. Like, you gotta teach his kids a lesson. You can't just do whatever he wants. Sometimes, a pellet in the back won't do anything, but if you hit a pellet in the eye, you could blind someone. So
Yes.
gotta be careful.
And sight is important. Sight is very
It
important.
is quite. Yes, it is. And then, no problem though. Yeah. So you walk around the store. He guides you around, and he shows you or whatever you were looking. Basically, what are you looking for? He even shows you something that looks like an iPhone. It looks like a round rectangular, like rounded white object. It seems to be off though. It doesn't have any battery. It seems to be turned off. But you can touch it if you want to. Try to see turn on. But otherwise, you're like, if you want this, I guess I could try and look at it. We don't really know how it works. We think it's a magic device, but no one's seen. No one can make it. No one can tell what it does. It's a very strange thing.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
like I said, I'd really just be interested in like. some
Forces
dark
you to read a
vision
very
goggles.
long, lengthy thing that you have to agree to in order for it to operate.
Yeah. Also, just you're not gonna understand the language,
They-
because it's like the language you wouldn't understand. I'm like, it's like
And they
basically
own
reading
your
English
soul.
through service.
They own your soul.
I mean, maybe you don't know. I mean,
And something about cookies for some reason.
yes. They'll also use up cookies.
But they're
You're
not
like,
actually cookies.
that's true.
No.
Yep.
All right.
and not actual
So
cookies.
yeah. So he guides you around.
I-
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna ask, like he wants something to see in the dark. I need something to see in the day.
All right, cool. That's fine. So he'll take you to like these two not bookies, but these two not bookies. What are they called? You know this, Katie, but what are the shelves or the cabinets? They're like in a store, the general place where you just walk around in the shelf, and shelves have.
Yeah, they're usually just storage shelves.
Is there a
Display
name?
shelves, aisles.
Aisles?
Oh yeah.
Aisles.
There you go. Smarter. Yeah. So yeah, you're walking down these aisles. You'll see an aisle. He'll show you guys an aisle where it has a bunch of like almost looks like night vision goggles, and other goggles on the other side of the other side of the bookcase, other side of the aisle, where it's like these these looks like sunshades. So basically, they look like glasses, but they're like tinted, so you can kind of reduces the glare, so you can see through. Let's see, and reduce glare and light. It's like, yeah. So this one over here, the ones that are tinted, they'll help you see in the light, bright light. It'll help you deal with that. And this one over here, this one that's sanded out black and like kind of has this kind of fancy looking thing to it. It'll help you see in the dark and see distance if you want to. You can zoom in even. It's very strange.
How much do those cost?
Well, normally it's not cost a bit of a glorious gold, but for y'all, thanks to I'll give you like a big discount, like 30% discount. So each one of these will cost about 50 plus. It'll be about 34 gold. So
Afford that?
all right,
Yeah, I want the dark vision.
All
goggles.
together or
each
individually?
each. Sorry, each.
Each.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll pay that.
Okay, got it.
So
So
Do you happen to have any glasses that would help me identify unusual cooking ingredients?
ooh,
Maybe. Let me check around. He looks around like his place. Timmy, can you look through the sheets and tell me if you find anything like that? Please get the man what he wants. Timmy flies over to what looks like the entrance again. Looks like the entrance. Looks like a cashier essentially or sort of place behind the desk and like looks around for like information.
Or failing that, glasses that would tell me what type of weakness a type of meat might have, so I can know what to cook it with and what not to.
Ah, I see. Like a cookbook that or a book, or an eyewear lets you detect, like, essentially, it improves your cooking ability by let you, or insight into the thing. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yes, yes, an insight booster sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Um, okay. So Timmy comes back. Uh, I'm so sorry. I looked at everything, but there's nothing like that in here. But there is a section in the city where there are people here that are cooks and like that sort, the culinary sort, and they will the teacher they know all about cooking, the culinary, so they about also cooking for all sorts of places. They might know about this stuff. They might have a book for you. I can show you there if you would like.
All right, I'll wait for my associates to finish shopping first, but afterwards I'd be appreciated.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys pick reduce things. Do you want anything? Do you want to buy anything? Or are you looking for anything on Cryptar?
Let me see. I already have dark vision, and I don't have any problems with the light or anything like
Sure.
that.
So if you want something, you can get it for fashion purposes, but or
But I would like, what's the term? Do you have any kind of glasses or goggles? Maybe some sort of magical item that actually shoots like rays out of your eyes, like Superman.
Wish your freaking laser beams out of your eye.
Yeah. You got anything like that?
It's like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. But I think my shop is more on the non-violent side. Just saying. But we have pretty much everything. I think. Otherwise, you could probably, I could sell it to you, but I have to first get information. Okay, I can't just be selling like laser beam goggles to people. I think the city will shut me down so fast you wouldn't believe it. But I think I have something that might be like that. So if you come back in a bit, like maybe in a day or something, I can find something for you. Is that all right?
That's fine by me. I don't know about the rest of the party, but it's fine by me.
Okay. All right, I'll do what I can for you.
Thank you.
It's so funny. I gotta imagine this laser beam. Cryptar watching laser beam. This is gonna be hilarious. All right, cool. All right.
And every time it launches, the glass actually go pew pew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That makes it even cooler. Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So you guys buy your stuff, or what else? You want to go deals in the store?
Evading, like just in D&D Beyond, there's something called Goggles of Night that gives you dark vision for 60 feet. Is that basically what that is?
Yeah. It's basically that. So.
For me, I just basically made a custom item, just said sunglasses, because that's literally what they are.
Yeah, yeah. So
Ray-Bans +2.
yes.
A pair of Oakleys.
You get the
expensive
glasses
kind.
that you get after you get eye surgery. Those
It's two oak.
Yeah.
It's two oak leaves. Oak leaves.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't even noticed already, Wolf, our pun expert in the chat is KP.
Yep, I was starting to pick up on it.
But all right. So yeah. Yeah. So they say your stuff. He gives it to your stuff. Like, okay. Oh, thank you. Like I said, come back in a day for the other stuff. But in the meantime, Timmy can show you around this place. And again, he'll part of his punishment. He'll have to do that. So, and like I said, he knows. He doesn't tell Timmy about what you said. So he's not telling him that you're kidding around. So he still thinks he's hurt someone. Okay, so afterwards, you leave the place again, and yeah, Timmy comes to talk to you guys. He says, well, I just fooling around. You see, like I met this person. He came to the city from another place completely. He said he's a pilot of some sort. He's just like I don't know how do you say it. He says he's a pilot. He said he fought in the war, and he told me that's the kind of sounds that his plane made. They call it, like it's like a flying contraption of some kind.
Oh, okay.
If you look at him,
Some variety of airship.
So one thing I didn't mention before I should have mentioned is like we look at him, Timmy. He looks very unusual again compared even to the other Fae. His outfit is odd. He looks like a normal Fae, the normal Fae around here in terms of colorings, in terms of his personal color. But his outfit is very strange. He's wearing like a brown jacket, like baggy-ish, off-white pants. He's got like goggles, and then he's got like a red scarf.
Aviator jacket with almost like
red
fuzzy bit around the collar.
Yep.
He looks like
He's like
nice.
yeah. He said he's been known as the Red Baron. He says famous back then, but he didn't stay very long. He said he had to
It
go back
looks like a
home.
beagle.
Yeah. So you don't know how he got. So So I'm just having, I'm excited to start again. So, but yeah, it was quite amazing. He said all these adventurers. He said he fought in the war, and then he also like tugs at you again, Crest. He says, I don't, I've never, we don't have that around here, do we? Uh, so what is war like? He looks at you very solemnly.
A war is when a lot of suffering takes place. And like want to strive for, it's something to be avoided.
Oh, so then why did he find the war?
Sometimes people fight in the war so that other people don't have to fight.
He like nods at you, gets quiet, and then he kind of starts flying off again. You know, he seems to understand it, but he's a kid, so he's getting his mood changes again quickly, and he goes back to like just guiding you. So he seems to like it sinks into a bit, but you don't think he fully understands the gravity of it.
I'm gonna give him a piece of my candy, just a little bit.
Aww. Okay. Like,
yeah.
He looks around.
Here you go.
He looks around. He's like being tricked or something. It's like, are you sure? I'm really sorry again. Didn't mean to hurt you.
And I'll be fine with it. Here you go.
He grins at you and like takes the candy and like puts it in his mouth like a squirrel almost, like so no one can see me. And he just jumps on it. It's like just showing him, and then he leaves and he flies off.
Tomorrow he does shoot somebody in the eye and blinds them because you didn't reinforce the consequences he needed.
Exactly. Now you think about his life of crime.
Hey, I'm Krivdar. What do you want from me?
That's true. For you, that's a good thing. For you, you're encouraging the chaos. So really,
yeah.
All right. So.
I was just gonna say, okay, guys, what's our goal? What do we need to find? I don't even know what we're doing here.
Well,
apparently a place to fight a tournament.
Well,
probably some sort of bookie or something along those lines.
Maybe.
I mean, didn't those two weirdos like say if we like summon them, they'll help us or something like that?
Something about touching the card. Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
But then they also say that they wouldn't help us. Like they want us to do this thing, but they'll not help us do the thing.
Sorry. So just
It's
to clarify,
not very clear.
Yeah. Sorry. So to clarify, they said they'll help you find the place. Basically help you find the city. But if you need to know like what your goal essentially is, they'll tell you that. Basically, give you an overview of your objective, essentially that. But they won't tell you how to like achieve it essentially. Outside of enter a tournament, all you know is you have to enter a tournament in the city, and you don't know where it is. But I mean you do have a guide with Timmy, so Timmy can ask Timmy maybe, and he might know. Otherwise, you can try to talk to Null and Dull through the card and see if they'll come talk to you about their general overview. Basically, you can think of like a menu overview menu in the game where like you click on the HUD, and then the menu appears down and says, "This is what you got to do."
Mm-hmm.
I'll just basically flat out ask Timmy. It's like, Timmy, do you know where the Fight Club is?
Fight Club? Oh, you mean the arena where the tournaments are?
Yes.
Oh, of course I do. Yeah, I do. It's a pretty amazing thing. I don't know if you watched it before, but it's the location and the actual fighting is amazing. It's one of a kind, I must say. But yeah, I can show you. No problem. Are you guys gonna fight in the arena? You guys are warriors?
We just want to look it out. We just want to check it out.
Okay, cool, got it. No problem. I can do that for you. So as you tells you about that, you see like this kind of like this in this sense before you leave. There are bookmarks. You see a distance in the distance, like basically where the bookmarks. You're basically walking out from the top area where the sun store essentially is to the back to the bottom, on the southern part where the bookmark is, say, to get to the choices. And basically what happens is you'll see like an image that one of you recognize very clearly, or actually, well, so Gordon, you notice a Fey creature, a halfling creature. Looks suspiciously like someone you know, walking around, all in the bright sunlight, just not even a care in the world.
He snaps his mental link over to the Blood Hunter guy. I forgot your name for a second.
Krivdar?
Krivdar, yeah. And he says, if you ever feel like shooting somebody, that's the one you need to be shooting. And he'll nod slightly over towards the other halfling.
Oh, so you nod over to her? Okay.
I nod over to her, but I don't speak this out loud. It's telepathic.
Okay. So she looks at you as... She seems to not recognize you, oddly enough. So, you don't know why that would be the case, but she seems to not recognize you and just kind of goes... She kind of smooths like a